looking right at you.
Cool.
Welcome to Ion Radio. I'm John.
And I'm Ken. And welcome to our first live stream of Alpha Strike. So
first time we've played Alpha Strike on our stream at all.
Yeah, actually. So this is going to be brand new content for you guys. So welcome in, and hopefully we can provide something fun for you. So, John, why don't you start talking about what we're going to wind up doing today?
So with it being our first Alpha Strike ever on stream, we decided to go big. So we are playing, 670 PV?
670 PV of mech goodness.
So there's going to be 16 mechs on each side. So to keep it a little bit simple, we each made a company, and the entire company is at skill 3. And then another lance on top of that, that's going to be kind of like the command lance, which is skill 2. So today I'm going to be the Liao.
And I'm going to be a Davian Force. It's pretty much going to be Fox's Teeth, one of my personal favorites. So this ought to be good. And I think we're playing Civil War era?
Yes. Civil War era, mainly because most of my Liao mechs that I have, because I had the mech packs that they have, are all Civil War era mechs. So it's either that or I have to find different faction. So we'll go through all of our lists in a second. We're using most of the DFA modified rules for this game.
So definitely shout out to From Above Wargaming. Again, thanks a lot for doing some collaboration with us on our channel. We just absolutely love you guys. It's been great. And we're going to actually use one of your missions today in this, which you guys actually just did, Battle Lines.
Yes. So we were thinking about it like it's already going to be a giant bloodbath because we have 16 mechs per side. So we wanted an objective that helped us do that without it just being what we were doing. So when we go to an overview, we'll show you our map, and we have objective points, and then also just to make it faster, we have where each of the objective points would change. But the idea is you have to hold this line and push the line back toward the enemy edge. So it should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, this could last 4 rounds. This could last I think it goes up to 16, correct?
Correct, I believe so.
So we'll keep you posted. Throw things into the chat. We'll be watching that as we play. We're going to do a couple things. We're going to do lance by lance movement, and then fire, as normal for Alpha Strike. And that's just to mostly speed it up. So we're curious to see how well this works. Let us know what you're thinking. Feel free to throw in a couple comments on how we should be playing, and we'll ignore them or not. I think that's pretty much all we need to say.
So I'll flip over to our map overview and then let you go over how to play it.
Okay.
And then we can go into what our forces are, and then we're going to roll off to see who gets to deploy first.
Cool.
Okay, let's flip over to the overview. Oh,
all right. I'm going to move this for a second so everyone can see what's going on. So, we are playing Battle Lines. We've got a bunch of markers on the board right now. And that's going to be just for ease of reference in terms of where the battle line is. So the little orange cubes here is going to be where our objective points currently are. So what's going to happen is at the end of each phase, whoever has the most size mechs around each objective point will gain majority control over that objective point. And then if you have, I believe it's 3 of the 5, or the majority, is it the majority or is it 3? It's 3 or more objectives. Will control the objective, so we'll score 1 objective point, and then that moves the line one way or the other. So if, let's say, John controls these 3 and I control those 2, he's going to have the majority control for this particular round, and then the entire line would move 1 closer to me. Now, this particular game will continue playing until either we go through, it's actually 12 turns, so we're going to have a 12-turn limit to how long this will go, or if John can push me back, I guess, essentially 4 times, I've been routed, game over. So when we're at this last line, that's where it gets really kind of critical and interesting. I'm hoping to prevent that from happening, and I kind of want to see the line go that way. Really beyond that, I don't think there's anything else special with this particular one. We've already picked edges. John's going to be on that side. I'm going to be on this side. It's a pretty symmetrical map. There's really not too much difference. We've got a good forest going more or less across. This is level 3 hills, so we can't really shoot across. We're going to have to do a lot of maneuvering to make things definitely interesting. And that's pretty much it. So,
okay. Give me 1 second. I'm going to actually make a new thing real fast, just so that I can display all of our lances as we talk about them.
Cool. I'll try. Was the last thing you heard?
Yep, there we go. I think we should have audio now.
Let us know if you got audio now.
And I'll probably have to go back through all that again.
Any luck here?
So it's about a 20-second delay, so I'll count down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
John, when
4,
you're showing the battlefield.
3, 2, 1. Can you guys hear
Audio's
us again?
up now, yes.
Okay. Did you guys miss my entire talk about my force? I think I might have to go back and redo it.
We'll go ahead and we'll redo the whole force. So, John, go ahead. Start up again. Sorry, guys. Doing the best we can.
Okay. Let's do this again. So this is my command lance, we would call it. This is my Death Commandos of House Liao. All of them are skill 2. I have a Battlemaster, and it is a Battlemaster 3M. A Catapult for some good long-range firing, and it is a Catapult C4C. I have a Commando, because, Death Commandos, you need a Commando in your unit. And it is a 5S. Followed by a Raven, which is a very classic House Liao mech with a ton of electronic information, and I have a Narc. So my goal is to try to Narc as many of Ken's mechs as possible so that I can rain down LRM fire onto him.
I'm loving this comment here. Andy was playing Star Trek, the collectible card game in the 90s. So was I. Magic the Gathering, I stopped in 3rd edition. And 2000 NDS, 2000s. I'm not familiar. Played Magic in the 90s and 2000s. Gotcha. All right, go ahead. Next lance.
Okay, so this is my Prefectorate Gaurd. It's a not very known unit in the Liao group, but I kind of like the paint scheme, so that's why I made them. So my first grouping is my Assault Lance. I have a awesome 8Q, which is pretty much my go-to awesome. Every time I look at any data sheets, I end up just always picking the 8Q. With a Cyclops, it is an 11A. A Thunderbolt, which is 7SE. And then a Lao Hu, which is a 3C. So this whole group has a lot of long-range firepower. And I'm hoping that I can get into the objectives and hold them down with them. My next lance is a medium lance. I got some fun ones here. I have a Helos, which is a pretty awesome looking mech, and it is a 3D. We have a Shadowhawk, which is a 2H, and the Laser Hunchback, which is the 4P, and a Trebuchet, because I love me some missiles, 5N. So this is the medium lance. I have one more lance. This lance is kind of special. It is primarily a stealth lance. So every unit in this has stealth except for the Locust. So to start off, we have a Catafract 4L. We have a Snake 2B. A Shayu 2B. And then a Locust 1E just to round out the unit. So that's the 16 mechs of Liao that I'm going to be playing with today.
So unlike Armada, I think we're probably a little bit more equal in Battletech and Alpha Strike. Answering comments here.
You want me to set them up for you?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
No problem.
So here is, I've got my form list. So this is going to be my special list. And what we have here, I've got a Hunchback 4SP. I've got a Catapult C3. A Shadowhawk 5D. Shadowhawk is one of my personal favorite mechs. And I got a Grasshopper 6K.
Grasshopper is actually one of my favorite mechs.
Alright.
Pulling up the train.
There we go. Let John set those up as we go into the next round of mechs. Is this all one team? So we've now shown 2. So John's gone through his 4 lances. I'm going to go through my 4 lances. It's literally going to be 4 on 4, or 4 lance on 4 lance, 16 on 16 mechs. So this ought to be interesting. John's stuff is going to be red, and he's got the black set of mechs. And then I've got a camo and green. So this particular lance, this is my command lance. I have a Black Knight 10. I've got the Hachetman, he's a 5S. A Catafract, which is a 3X. And a 5D Enforcer. So 4 teams of 4. It'll be 2 teams of 4.
4 each. There will be a lot of lances.
Correct. You'll see once we get everything up on the battlefield how big this is going to look. It's going to be a bloodbath. It's going to be fun. Alright, this particular group of mechs, this is my medium lance. I have a JagerMech 3. I have a Centurion D5. We have a Javelin 11D and a Dervish 8D. And I'm really making John work here, remembering which mechs are which.
Battletech knowledge. Honestly, if I could get rid of Star Trek, Star Wars, Battletech knowledge, I'd be a lot smarter.
Yeah.
My brain's just filled with useless information. Ready?
There was a time where my mother said if I could just, when am I ever going to use all this information about, Star Trek, sci-fi, and things like that? And the answer is live streaming and on our various different recorded episodes. Command Lance is close combat. You are correct. This is going to have some triple strength Mimers, and I'm really looking forward to hitting close. Final Lance is my Recon Lance. I have a Wolfhound 2, a Commando 5S.
Hey, we both brought a Commando.
We did. An Assassin 30 and the Hornet 171. No, not a Panther, Wolfhound. I do have a couple Panthers, but they're very similar.
So this Wolfhound looks a lot like how they have the MechWarrior Online or Panthers, but if you look closely, see how it has the triple laser in its chest? That's the big giveaway.
If we ever need to calibrate a warp core, it'll be useful. I suspect a lot of us actually can tell you exactly how transporters work and everything else.
Oh, that's funny.
Mayhem 343, no worry. It took me forever to be able to identify these things looking at them. So, there we have it.
Okay, so we're going to do an important dice roll-off, because this is going to determine which of us are going to have to deploy first. I'm going to be the green dice, because I am Liao.
And I'll have yellow dice, because why not?
Here we go.
Alright, into the tray. 8. 8. Ooh, okay, we're already starting out.
That's higher initiative rolls than I normally get.
Yeah. 11.
It's not going to happen. Whoa!
Whoa! John.
So that means I get to go second. So you have to select and deploy one of your lances.
Alright, so turn 1. Where am I going to deploy? Well, let's see. I'm going to start out with my Recon, and we move right onto the board, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so turn 1. Let's do this. The Wolfhound over here.
And that's
wait a minute, wait. That's
You're moving
double.
too far.
I'm moving too far.
You can sprint and move 1.5.
Yeah, which is exactly what I'm going to do. So we've got that.
So you're sprinting?
7. Yeah.
So mark it with black dice, and it adds 1 to your...
Okay. Assassin's also sprinting. So I need 4. The Commando will be sprinting right behind here. Now, with sprinting, what kind of stinks on it is we won't be able to
attack.
Yeah. Trying to do too much at once here. Okay, so my guys have sprinted. That's my first lance. Can everyone see that? Yes, you can. Awesome.
Okay. When we get all set up, we'll go in, and Ken and I both have a camera that we can focus in on our own units. So I'm going to actually deploy my Assault Lance first, because they need to start getting as close to the center as they can. They're all going to be coming sprinting on.
All right, well, we're glad, Skull, that we can make you play some mercenaries. The terrain is the Battlescape set that came out eons ago. So, John, you found out, what, like 2-3 boxes of the stuff?
Yes, I found a bunch of the boxes on eBay, and I ordered 2 of them so that we can do it. It has hexes on it. We haven't played hexes on it. 5 rounded up. Does that mean 8?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just
We'll,
checking.
we'll just round up the movements.
So this one actually goes 8. I'm moving the wrong guy. And he is 3. And then my last guy is the Thunderbolt, who is doing 6. So that is going to be my Assault Lance moving onto the board. To you, Ken.
Okay, I've got my medium lance. We're going to throw them out here. So let's see. JagerMech is going to sprint. I'll throw all the
Dice
out afterwards.
Oh, that sounds like a good idea. That will save us some time.
That'll save us a little bit of time. Okay, we're doing when you get to the top of the hill.
Yes, when you get to the top of the hill is when you pay the difference.
And where's my Javelin? There he is. So we can make it right here. All right, go ahead, Jen.
Okay, I'm going to now put out my Recon Lance. Or Stealth Lance, as I would prefer them to be called. I think pretty much everyone that we're throwing out here is going to be sprinting.
I think for this first 2 turns, yeah.
Because we got to get into position.
Are there objectives or just a death match? Objective is to move this line and rout the opponent. There are objective points. We'll update the score in the comments, or in the chat rather, as we move along. 2 ways this ends. Whoever has the most points at the end of 12 rounds, or if this line moves to past 3 marker spaces.
Okay, that's my lance.
Mayhem played a regiment-sized battle on a pool table once.
Holy cow,
I'm
that would be
envious.
so much fun.
I am envious.
Let's see how we feel though after this one.
All right. I'm going to throw this group here. Man, these guys move slow.
I'm
Next to-
using size.
Okay. John, back to you.
Okay, I think we're gonna go with my medium lance now. And get them up into position. These terrain pieces are right in my way, kind of.
That's half the point. Make you move around them.
We're doing a big central push here. And then the Shadowhawk moves 8. And it's got jump jets, so it's going to go right to here. Okay, there's my unit of that. That guy is... where? There. There's a lot of mechs. I'm going to lose track of them.
Best ever played 4 people X-Wing, 1-0 match, on a pool table, 200 versus 200. I once got involved in a 1,000-point big ship game. That was stupid fun. Took a whole day.
I'm hoping this doesn't take literally the entire day, but part of me kind of wants it to.
Well, we'll find out if that's going to be the case or not. Well, these guys are all pretty much moving more or less the same speed here. All right, so I've got these down. Again, everyone's sprinting. The first turn or 2 is going to be pretty boring, folks. We apologize for that.
How much does this guy move? 6. I'm not even going to bother putting dice down for this, because I don't think any of our guys are going to be shooting.
Able to shoot. So we do have this nifty range stick that I made because I'm crazy. But we are using extreme range rules. We don't have anything even. What?
Those guys are stealth, moving. They're +6 to whatever you have.
Let's see. What am I going to have?
Well, nothing.
Shadowhawk. Skill 2.
Well, you can't shoot. You ran, so you can't shoot.
Right. Yes, it's not going to matter.
So, okay, so that's turn 1. So that's our setup. So as you can see, we have all of our forces. I have a whole big group right here, and a side group over here. Ken has his lances kind of laid across the entire board. So I'm going to switch over to a different camera. And now we have these side cameras. So
Go ahead, because I've got no way to see what my camera looks like.
that is true. Well, point it to at something you won, and I'll tell you if it's on there. Yep, you got that group right there.
Awesome.
Okay.
Who's bringing lunch? We're going to play right through lunch.
Loser buys.
We'll see if John can last all day with lunch. Or without lunch. And I go back to the days of playing games like Starfleet Battles for 12 hours, and then all of a sudden you realize, oh yeah, we need to eat.
Okay, so that's that turn. So let's take off all of our dice that we nicely put down. And then we can figure out what we're doing next. I think we're going to have to roll up some initiative again.
I think so.
And I lost the dice. Hold on. There it is.
Alright. Turn 2.
Okay. I feel like it's not as important.
7. So I win initiative this time.
Yep, so I have to move one of my lances first. So I think I'm going to move my medium lance first. They don't really have that much long range, so it's going to be a bunch of the clusters. So I think we're going to sprint them again. So my Hunchback is going to sprint again to here. It's going to be a while till we get to the center. We made a big board.
That's okay. We've got... it gives the few people that need to go grab lunch and dinner an opportunity to go grab lunch and dinner. Although at the rate we're moving, this is going to probably be faster initially, but then once we get into the mayhem, that's where it's going to get...
When we're rolling 16 attack dice at
At
a
a
time. My Shadowhawk is pushing through into the forest. Not quite into the forest. My Trebuchet, where is its movement? 8. I can move to there. So one of the things that is different about playing this many mechs is when you're playing a smaller game, you can remember your stuff more easily. I have not used really any of these units before, so I have to remember what every single one of them does. Okay, there's my lance. This group right here moved.
Alright, we're going to move the Recon Lance again. So let's see, Wolfhound, 9, and accounting for the loss in going down the hill. So again, sprinting. Assassin gets to do 10, minus 1, so he gets to go here. Also sprinting.
Man, you're moving fast up.
Well, see, that was one of the things I thought about when putting together this particular list, was I wanted to have an opportunity to get to the objectives first and score something. We have to be within 3 inches of an objective?
Correct.
So, not quite. Next turn.
Okay, so back to me, and I think I'm going to be moving my stealth unit. So my stealth unit is divided up between here and here, so we'll go with probably the Locust first. I can move up to 12. down 1. So 11. And then I'm going to move it back 2 and drop it into this forest. So he's in the forest, and he has a movement of a lot because he ran. So 4 right there. And then my Shayu has an 11, and he's going down 1, so 10, going into a forest.
And if you have questions, folks, in terms of either the gameplay or some of the rules, by all means, ask. We might be able to help you out.
Snake goes 5, so 8. It's going to be a hard climb up this hill. Snake is going to be a 3. And then my Catafract, which I really, really like. He's moving 6 to here. Okay.
Armagdud, yes, we're actually playing Alpha Strike, but Battletech Universe, it's all the same.
Okay.
Well, it's not, but it's all the same. Good stuff all the way around, right, Jeff?
Yes, it is. There's my line advancing.
Okay, I'm going to move my Special Lance.
Move it back a little.
So let's see. Plop this guy over here. Hopefully you can see that. Again, I have no views on what I'm actually doing here.
Yeah. That's good.
Because I get whacked with the chair here. Okay, Shadowhawk moves 8. Okay, skirt in the forest. I think everyone else moves 6, except, yeah, everyone else moves 6. So unfortunately, a bunch of slower mechs.
Okay. You're done moving that group?
Yes.
Can I see the range ruler, please?
There you go.
Oh, I don't even have to move.
Alpha Strike is just Battletech on easy mode. Yeah, I'm going to have to agree. That is. It's going to play a lot faster, that's for sure.
Is this guy 3?
Yeah, the Shadowhawk is 3.
Okay, so this guy's going to actually stand still. So we didn't come up with the dice we want to use for stand still.
Here, just use
A retreat die cube? Here, actually, let me grab... I have another cube. Pink. Pink seems reasonable.
Sure, we'll do pink.
Pink is standing still. So we're obviously moving my Death Commando unit. He's standing still way over here. And then my Battle Master is going to have to move forward. He doesn't really move forward that much. He's going to jump to there. Still running. Everybody will be running. And then my Commando and my Raven, too. The Raven can move 9. Raven's going to move 8 into this forest. And then the Commando moves...
tanks, VTOLs, all the rest of that stuff. I think you're going to see us eventually. We're going to have some Alpha Strike content, including tanks. One of the things I know John wanted to do was a battle of, like, what?
I have
10 tanks?
just over 3 companies of tanks that I need to prime and get ready to go. So that is coming. I have a lot of them. There we go. Hiding in that forest. It's to you, Ken.
Okay, so let's move this next. I'm going to work on my medium lance. Where everyone but the... No, that's my heavy lance. This one moves a little differently. So JagerMech is going to move 8 -1 because of the hill. Centurion's also going to move 8 -1 because of the hill, -1 because of the other hill. So he he gets to get up here. Now, he's only walking. Whereas the JagerMech sprinted. Javelin.
I think that's going to be a dead Centurion.
You got a bunch of guys out there in the open. You want to back them down a little bit. That's right, because that's. Am I considered?
All right, which side are you on?
So I'm on the
Lower.
edge. Yeah.
Okay, so then you're technically on level 1. Okay, so then I can't see you.
So we're gonna stay there for a moment. We're going to jump with the Javelin.
The next turn is going to be an absolute bloodbath.
And then the Dervish. The Dervish is going to also do a little jump here as well.
Okay.
And I think you guys can probably see from this view that
Yes.
monstrosity of what's coming at me.
So I have to now do some ranges and figure out what I want to do with my big guys. Because I do have extreme range with pretty much everyone in my assault lance.
JagerMechs are fun to watch explode. I think one thing we constantly say is that with Battletech it always ends in ammo explosions.
I can hit everything over there. Okay. So this guy's going to move his 5 to here. Still moving forward.
New pot of coffee poured just in time for the bloodbath at turn 3. Nice.
To that guy. He's a 6. Man, the awesome moves. He's a 3. That's fine.
So here's an interesting question for the chat. What do you guys think of the presentation with the multiple cameras and the dice cam? I'm just curious to see if it's good information for you guys, if you like it, if you want us to do something a little different.
Thunderbolt is gonna go straight. I think so is the Cyclops. Cyclops moves 6. Cyclops is gonna be climbing up soon.
And whereas John has based all his minis, I have based none of mine.
I know, it's an embarrassment to be on camera with that. Okay, so that's all of my movement. You have one more lance.
I've got one more lance. So this is my my command lance, which is huge. So let's see here. What do I want to do with them? I think I want to start moving them, but I want to continue to sprint them out into the forest here, or towards it, I should say.
Be right back.
Continue moving things here. Let's see. This is the Black Knight. And this is based mostly on the Sword and Dragon groupings from one of the starter kits. Or I think they call them starter books. And I enjoyed that from the perspective of that was one of my introductions into Battletech. But that's where the concept of most of my lance comes into play. You like the multicams? Awesome. Fine, recorded gameplay. It's nice to have things like dice cam come up only when needed. Lots of editing. So, Skull, I know you've seen a lot of our other videos, and we clearly, when we have the dice cam, we just punch that part in and everything else. But you're right, we put a lot of extra time in there to minimize what you guys see on screen.
Thankfully for the live stream, we have the dice cam that's like right here, and it's not actually going over any of the board.
Yeah. So this is working out actually fairly well. We actually might rethink our Star Wars Armada live streams to something a little bit closer to this, but we'll have to see. So that's all my movement. You get to shoot first, right?
Okay, so there's not really that many units because I sprinted with pretty much everything that I can shoot with. I can shoot with the Catapult, and then the awesome stuff we're going to be shooting over at your Assassin.
Yeah, we can do that because the hill ends here.
Yep.
So yeah, you've got
So I'm shooting at the
plenty of
assassin.
space. You actually hit everything. So yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Assassin's kind of the harder of the targets, so let's maybe shoot at the Commando.
So the Commando would be at extreme range.
Yes. Okay, so let's shoot from the Lahu over at the Commando, right? And the Lahu at extreme range has 3 damage, and so he's a pilot 3. We're shooting at extreme, which is 7. 10s.
Yep.
10s is what I need. So here we go. And I walked. I don't think that does anything.
Walked? No.
Nope. Okay. So I need a 10. This is a lot higher of a dice roll than I thought. But hey, you might as well take the shots because you'll never hit a shot that you don't take. Can I have that? It doesn't matter. If I get a 7 on this, I'll be good. Nope.
No.
All misses. Okay, so now the Awesome has 2 shots, and it's going to be the exact same thing. I need 10s.
And almost. You got a 9 there, John.
So close.
So for shooting, for those of you that haven't seen our Battletech streams before or familiar with Death from Above, or normally with Alpha Strike, it's you roll your 2d6 and you either hit or miss with everything. We're using Death from Above Wargaming's dice roll system, so it's going to be 1 pilot die, which is usually the odd-colored one, and then 1 for every single potential point of damage. This way it'll make some of the mechs last longer, it's going to be a little bit more fun to watch, and you know, some mechs we can actually see get damaged as opposed to, you know, die out.
Okay, so now my last shot is going to be from my Catapult all the way over at, I think I'm going to shoot at your Hunchback. So my Catapult has 2 dice at extreme range. He stood still, so it's a -1.
Mm-hmm.
Plus I'm at 2, so I'm at a 1.
Mm-hmm.
Plus I'm at extreme range.
So that's another 3.
5.
Is it 5? It's 4 for extreme.
Yeah, so 1.
Oh, yeah.
5.
Yeah.
Plus your thing, so 7.
7.
Let's see if we can get some damage in.
Is it the Hunchback?
Yes, Hunchback. I was going to do the Shadowhawk, and then I decided, no.
No, you beat up on a Shadowhawk earlier.
Yeah, it's usually my go-to. That's 2 hits.
All right, 2 hits on the Hunchback. So shots, we've got some hits there.
Some damage going in. That's all my shots.
Oh, and where's Liao, the darn Klansman? Yeah, yeah. Well, you know, pilot die works well for Alpha Strike. Agree. It gives you more of the feeling of Battletech.
So when I was younger, I played Battletech, and it was just the hit or miss, and I did not like it because you bring a good assault mech, like, I'm thinking of a Longbow, which is one of my favorite mechs, and it's like 6 dice in every single bracket, and if you hit, it just destroys everything. The chance of dice missing, but not completely whiffing, I really enjoy. Do you have any shots that you can make?
No, because I sprinted on everything, and I'm behind here.
You're behind there?
And I think the only thing I might be able to do would be the Javelin, but I've got no long range. So yeah, no, I got nothing.
Okay,
All
so
right.
I think we're going into turn 3 now, which is going to be a uphill push for all the mechs. And I have a taste of blood.
This is probably the only downside to doing things the way we're running them, is that we have to move all these dice around.
But if we didn't, it would be
Oh, it'd be, forget it, yeah.
a lot. Okay, so now let's see if I can win initiative and see where you're going.
Alright, so here we go. Turn 3, score 0-0. Don't need to comment on this, actually add a crit die and use that to generate 12 as an encryption. Yeah, interesting.
What is it?
So, Litany Against Fear says he actually adds a crit die and uses that to determine critical hits. So every 12 isn't a crit if you need a 12 to hit. Kind of interesting.
Ready?
Alright, let's go.
Turn 3. 8. That's going to be a challenge, and I cannot get it in here.
Can't get it
I
anyway.
can't get it in anyway. Oh, Snake Eyes. Cool.
So there we go. Turn 3, I win initiative again.
You know, I'd rather just hit your max, though, than necessarily win initiative.
This is probably the one thing I consistently win, is initiative in Battletech.
So my guy's going to actually run. Let's get up this hill. I'm doing my assault unit first. I need that Cyclops to get into position. Of course, I'm not in range of anyone. I'm going to kick it over to here. Okay. And then we're going to move with the Lao Hu. And we're going to move to here. And that's just a move.
This may actually wind up being one of our shortest.
Honestly, it's going pretty fast right now.
Of course, we haven't really shot very much yet.
True, but the shooting is pretty fast.
Mm-hmm.
And then where's the last mech in this unit? That is the Thunderbolt, and it can jump 4. Or I can sprint 6 and move 5. So we'll jump 4, get up to here. And that adds additional to the TTM. But I actually get to shoot. There we go. So that's that unit. We're setting ourselves up for some shooting again.
I think we are. Alright, so I'm going to move my command lance, actually. So we're going to start with the Enforcer. I can move 8. I'm going to go through a couple inches worth of woods. So let's see. Got 2 to the boundary, 4, 6, 8. So I can move myself right here. And I am, would you say we're 3 inches? Or I'll let you make that call.
That's hard to say, but I'll give it to you.
Alright. So I've got one. Well, you need 3 objective points to make it worthwhile, though. Right?
Yeah.
So. Alright, and then let's see. Yeah, let me
pull that out from there. And I'll put it.
see the mechs going into the forest there. Alright, Black Knight. Again, running right up to the edge of the forest. Catafract. Same thing. You know what? Actually, I got to go back 1.
Because you went up
because I went up the hill.
Gotcha.
Forgot
I would say something that I like and dislike about Alpha Strike is when your movement, you don't have to figure out how many spaces you've moved to get how many, what your target modifier is. That is nice. It's just solid, but at the same time, barely moving, and still getting all that stuff, especially with light mechs, is kind of annoying. Okay, so now I have to go.
Yes.
Huh. I'm thinking I'm going to go with my medium lance, and I think we're just going to keep chugging up the hill. So moving 5 to here. I think we might be delayed 1 turn for the bloodbath.
Maybe. Depends on what you decide to do here, John.
Shadowhawk can jump 3. And he jumps to here. So he's just at the edge of that forest. And so that is a 3. And then I have to figure out where the rest of these guys are. The Helos can jump 4. Which brings him to there. And jumping gives him a 2. And then the last guy is the Trebuchet. And he can move 5. So, or 4 to here. Okay, that's that unit.
Okay, so I am going to wind up moving these guys here. So we're going to try something out here. 3. I'm going to move here. Clearly within 3. This is going to be scary. Did sprint. So I went past my 6. I've already paid the movement, so cool.
And it's really cool to see just such a line of units across the board.
I agree. This is kind of fun to see. It's absolutely nuts and crazy. I'm loving it. Okay, we can get right up to it. Assassin. Just going to pull one of these things. Pull the wrong one. Oh, I didn't grab a jump die for him. There we go.
Okay. Now I have to figure out what I want to do. You haven't moved your, what you're calling a medium lance or your specialized, right?
Correct. So I've got the special lance and the medium lance have not moved yet.
Okay, I think I'm going to go with my stealth unit then. My stealth unit can move, they can book it, so this guy is going to go...
So Alpha Strike being too abstract for its own good. You almost want something that's a little bit more Alpha Strike and a little bit less Battletech. You know, like that. What's something in that middle ground. I agree with you because you feel when you play a game of Alpha Strike, like you're missing out on a little bit of the nuance that is Battletech. But as my buddy said during his best man speech when I got married, he made a comment that with some of the games I play, like Battletech and Starfleet Battles, apparently I'm very good at doing taxes and I like heavy accounting and spreadsheets. So you miss that, which is good because you can play a game a lot faster. But yeah, it's that details that make the game that much more interesting.
Actually, I can't believe it. Yeah, I have to sprint to get there. It's 4. And then my other 2 guys are down here. The snake has 5 jump jet. So the snake is going to jump up to here at this edge of the forest. I need another jump die. And he is a 3. And then my last guy for this is the Catafract, who is going to move up 6. Or 5, and I'm going to be at the top of this.
And you have to move, what is it, past your regular movement to sprint, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a whole bunch of units right here.
So I'm going to move medium lance. The Centurion is going to sprint up the hill. And hopefully we can take that point. JagerMech can actually do indirect fire. No, it can't.
No. It's ACs.
Well, maybe we'll give you something slightly different to shoot at. We'll sacrifice the JagerMech for the purposes of objective points. That's the Dervish.
Why did I get a forest over here?
Would you like a forest over there?
I mean, you have like nice cover for your heavy units. That's nice. I mean, I'm not moving over there, so I'm not going to do it.
You can make a forest if you
Whatever, I'll shoot a forest wherever I want then. It's a nice defensive forest for your guys to move through.
let's see, hang on, what is this kind of... I'll get back to the comments in a second here. Let's see, so that's what the Javelin's all that's left, right?
Yep.
So we're going to do a jump. Kind of want to do that. Okay, there we go.
Okay. Now it's my last group, which is the...
Talking about other guys, you're going to make a John jealous. Talking about... Oh. Well, unfortunately, John and I met well after I got married. Otherwise, he definitely would have been there. One of the things, actually, a little history on John and I, we actually met at a local game store that's no longer here because I was doing Armada live streams at the time, and you saw them and just stopped on by.
Yes.
So John and I started playing Armada. That would have been after Wave 4 came out?
How far does it begin? It... I don't remember what wave at this point.
But in either case, so we met through essentially a different channel. But we've been good friends ever since. So it's actually been kind of a lot of fun. And then the concept of actually playing, here on Ion Radio, it was John's brainchild, and we kind of put it together, and we've been enjoying it. This is fun for us, and hopefully you guys are having fun watching us play.
And then the Commando has nowhere good to go because I've taken up most of the real estate of this. I think we're going to sprint him. 8 into the forest, 7 to there. So basically, I'm standing right inside this forest, waiting to pounce. And then how far does a catapult go? I can 4 movement.
Are those videos anywhere? I think they might still be online, all the old stuff we did.
Yes.
They're horrible quality relative to what we do, and they're not something we did on our channel. We were just playing the game.
But you can go back and you can watch a fun double interdictor with Rogue. So I know it has become a quote-unquote popular list to tank things in tournament play. But I had it about a year before anyone else was using it. So it's on that channel.
Yeah, so I think it's Greenfire Games.
Yeah.
You'll find some really old Armada stuff. Clearly that's when I was getting back into Armada, because I had initially played when it first came out, stopped about right before Wave 2 came out, and then kind of picked it up again. So it seems like every time I start playing John, I just picked up Armada again.
Okay.
My movement now?
Your movement.
Okay, what do I want to do? So you don't really have... Where's the stick? I'll be long.
Yep.
What do I feel like maybe trying to... I want to get that point.
Well, if you get the point, then theoretically you could move it.
Yeah.
But you're opening yourself up.
Yeah, do I want to do that as the question?
I think you should open yourself up.
Well, of course you do, John.
I got a nifty catapult. You can see the Death Commandos laying in wait to the forest.
Alright, I gotta do it. Gotta do it. I need to get that point.
Sprinting?
Yeah, I gotta sprint.
And you went up the hill?
Yeah, I did go one up the hill.
Okay, cool.
Catapult, on the other hand, walking. Hunchback's already been shot. I think I'm going to do something here with the
Grasshopper?
I think actually I'm going to jump him
Into the forest? Nice. Actually, the Shadowhawk has a lot of health.
It really does, which is why I'm willing to maybe do something here for a turn. So, all right, shooting phase, guys.
Okay, so I have to figure out what I want to shoot at first. Let's see, where's the stick of pain? That is going to be long range to the Commando. From pretty much everyone.
Litany against Fear. It had a similar story with him and his buddy Adam. They met on the Battletech forums. Anything preventing you from streaming in 1080? Two of our cameras, I think, are 1080. Is it probably the capture cards? I'm guessing.
Probably the capture cards. They should be 1080. But I honestly, this is the first time we've really done a lot of streaming, so we're going to have to. It was kind of last minute, so as we move forward, we're going to be working on our quality and like getting a better mic and things like that. So this is actually a lot of progress for us, just coming from not doing it to actually having different camera setups and different things, and that's why, like, at the beginning I was adding an additional scene just because I didn't think that we needed it. So it's just a whole big learning process for us. Okay, so I think I want to start off with the Raven.
Okay.
So the Raven is going to first shoot at your Shadowhawk with a narc.
Okay.
Because I want to narc it and try to maximize the damage. So I'm a 2, and it's medium range, so that's a 4, and then your guy is a 3.
Correct.
So I need a 7 to narc you. And what narc does is anything that has IF, SRM, or LRM gets an additional dice against you. So this would be amazing with the Catapult. Come on, 7. Bam. You are narked. It does no damage. I'm going to use blue.
Okay.
He is now narked.
Hate being narked. Hate being narked.
Okay. And then he also has 2 dice, which are also 7s against you. He does not have any of those fun words. So here we go. That's a critical. And that's 2 damage, 1 of them critical. So let's roll on the critical table, see what I get.
Yep, go ahead, roll it up.
Let me see where
I got
that
it.
is. You got it? Okay. Let's blow him up with a... Bam! That's a dead mech!
Wow.
Look at the...
Wow.
Double 6s. Boom. Yeah, he leaves
well,
there.
That's not going to matter because he sprinted, so I can't shoot back at him.
Can't shoot back?
No.
And
That's a dead mech.
I narked him.
That's a
Didn't
dead
even
mech.
help.
Wow. Wow. Okay, guys, so it's not just Armada that I get my, wow.
Who would have thought that happened? That is crazy. Okay.
First blood, yeah, definitely. So I know which one I'm going after.
Okay, so that's going to be extreme range. So for the Catapult, extreme range is 2 dice, and he's a 2. You're a 1. So 3. So I need a 7 because of extreme range against your Hunchback.
Can you roll criticals on just armor?
Yes, because I had a...
You had the narc.
I had
Or the
double 6s,
doubles,
which
yeah,
is
yeah.
an automatic
Right.
critical. It's a through armor critical. So that's going to be 2 damage against your Hunchback.
Okay, still in armor.
Still in armor. No through armor in that one.
No through armor on that. Now, the only one you got was the Shadowhawk.
Yeah. Okay, so I think my Shadowhawk might have range. I have to check what its actual weapons are. I might have a long range 1 die shot against you. I do. So that's going to be long range. I'm going to give you partial cover because you're down a level. If you're fine with that?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to actually make this. So, so 3 plus 2 for jumping, plus long,
Yeah. +1 for the cover.
So 1 for cover, 8, 6, 7. So I need like a 10?
I think so.
We'll go with a 10. I need a 10 to do damage to you. Nope. Hey, it's fine. And now we gotta switch over to this zone.
I'm assuming you're going to be shooting over this group, or you're going to go after the Centurion?
I'm gonna go after the Centurion.
Alright.
I don't have any narcs to shoot at you this time, though. Okay, so let's see where it is. So that snake, let's see what its bite is. Ha ha ha. We are medium range to it.
Okay.
So medium is 2 plus my 3, so 5.
Yeah.
This is not going to go well.
No.
5, 9. I don't even know if I have a shot.
+1
11?
for...
12. If I roll a 12.
Well, you've already done that once or twice now, John, so let's see what happens.
Might as well take the shot. 12.
Jeez!
That's a through armor again.
Alright.
So 1 point of damage to your Centurion.
If you roll another 12, I'm flipping the table, John.
Actually, I could also roll a 2, because I believe you have ammo with no case.
I do have case on Centurion.
Oh, so that's just another point of damage,
Right.
and then I believe we'll have to look at the rules. 12, baby. I like these dice. A 5.
5 is no crit.
No crit. Aw.
So you only get to blow up 1 mech.
1 mech like that?
Yeah, only 1 mech gets
1
blown
mech
away.
so far.
So far, yeah.
Okay, so let's move over to this Helos.
Mhm.
It's also going to be medium range.
Mhm.
And a Helos gets 4 dice, and it's going to be the same thing because we're same range, same everything. So that's going to be 12s again, right?
Yeah.
This is horrible. If I didn't jump, this would have been more possible. But hey, I can't shoot anything else. Nope.
Nope, that's a bunch of misses.
And then we're going to do the same thing with the Thunderbolt, just moving on down the line. Where is my Thunderbolt on here? Thunderbolt at medium range is 5 dice.
Really need that Shadowhawk to stay there.
Oh, so close.
Yeah, no,
But
just
no.
missed out.
Okay, and now the Trebuchet. The Trebuchet might actually be able to hit you and do some damage. So we're at medium range. So you're a 5, 8 because of my skill. And the Trebuchet, I gotta find it on my sheets, gets 2 dice. Plus medium range, so I need 10s. 10s, 11s, or I'll
You
even...
don't have any cover, right?
I'm gonna go with no from there.
Okay.
I'll even take a 12. So 10, 11, or 12. Wow! I'm gonna be playing horrible after this.
You are, yeah.
Because, holy cow,
that's what, 2?
2 damage, and then I get to try to do another crit. A 3.
That would be engine crit.
Cool. Cool.
So I am now +1 to heat when firing weapons, right?
Yes.
Wow.
Wow. Okay. I think that's it for the center. I didn't kill you.
No, you didn't kill me. I'm going to get the point, but good golly.
Or maybe. Let's see. Can this guy shoot you? Yeah. Let's see.
This is what John does, folks. He rolls horribly with initiative, and then really high rolls
Hey.
when it counts.
I literally said that is going to be a long-range shot. That's going to be difficult to do. It's only 1 point of damage. How much armor do you have?
On the Centurion, 2.
2 left? No, let's not make that shot.
Okay.
Let's see what this is over here.
Let's see.
That's going to be long range too. So he's going to wait for a second. I'm going to grab your camera and focus in on where I'm shooting. Okay, so we're going to shoot first with the Lahu. And that's going to be medium range into that Wolfhound. And at medium range, I do 4 dice. So, I'm a 3, you're a 6, medium range, so 8s. Bam.
Can I at the Wolfhound?
This is at the Wolfhound.
Okay.
And I'm needing 8. How much armor does the Wolfhound have?
Wolfhound has 4.
How much health does the Commando have?
Commando has 2.
We're gonna go against the Commando.
Can you hit the Commando? Because they're the same. Yeah, they're level down. So yeah, you're gonna have cover.
1. 1 point of damage.
Okay.
And then the awesome is long range, so that's going to be 9s. Where is the awesome? And long range, 3 dice, so we're looking for 9s against the Commando. And that's 1 hit.
6, 9. Yeah, okay. Doing math in my head. John can do pluses and minuses faster. I can do differential equations faster. So,
yeah, I can't. Okay, so now we're going to take this guy down to there.
okay.
So he's a pilot skill 2, so I'm looking for the 9s.
I think I get some cover here on this shot. From him?
I don't know, it's right down that line. It doesn't actually cross into the hill. I'm a level up.
Okay, fair enough.
So you're 3, I'm 2, 5 plus long range.
8.
8, and if I hit you, I think I put you in forced withdraw.
Yes.
And I do not.
Okay.
That's all of my shooting, Ken.
All
I
right.
think I did pretty good.
I think you did outstandingly well for turn 3 killing. Couple comments we'll quick respond to. That you guys are enjoying what we're doing stream-wise with the multiple camera views. And the one thing that I found interesting is you said that most streamers just tend to use a single cam and move it all over the map. We refer to that as shaky cam, TM. And yeah, we're not a fan of that at all. We try to minimize that. We do have the 2 side cams that we're going to move around just to kind of help tell the story a little bit for you guys. But those are our smaller ones to use.
We also aren't made of money because we spent money in miniatures and not like $1,000 like gyroscopic cameras. That's why we're using webcams.
Alright, let's see. What can the assassin do? I think the answer to that question is probably not much, if anything. I do have shots potentially at minimum range, or at minimum shots. Which one's this one?
That's the Liao.
Is that the Leo? I'm not familiar with.
Yeah, or Lao Hu.
The Lao Hu.
Yeah, he has that giant cannon of an arm.
Alright, so I'm going to have my assassin take a shot at him.
Okay.
The assassin, though, is 0 at long range with the minimum. So that's roll if I hit, it's a
Then it's
50-50, right?
50-50.
Alright, so I get 1 and 1. And I've got skill 3. I jumped, so that's 5, 7.
7 plus range. 10.
11. Hey,
11.
I got a hit.
Now you have to
no,
roll
I gotta
a
roll.
4, 5, or 6.
Right.
Nope.
Which I didn't.
No
So I
damage.
hit it, no damage.
He laughs at you with the big cannon.
Okay, so let's see, what else can I shoot with? Can the JagerMech hit something? I think the JagerMech can hit a couple things.
The JagerMech probably can hit a lot. There's a lot of high numbers.
So let's see, what's some of the lower names?
So in a forest, in a forest, in a forest, behind a forest from where you are. So these would be your best bet, and they would have cover.
I'm thinking...
So
over
that's your
here.
Centurion?
That's
your Centurion?
the Centurion, not the JagerMech. So it's long here.
To the Trebuchet?
Yeah.
Pretty much everything's going to be long except...
Are we doing blocking line of sights with mechs today or no?
Yes.
So I'm not doing that. So let's actually go after, is that a Thunderbolt?
Thunderbolt.
Long range, you're going to have cover. So 3, I walked, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
3, 6, 9. Yep, 9s.
Okay, long range, I get to roll 3 dice. Looking for 9s. I've got 2.
Wow, look at you go. Against my... Where's my pen? You attacked my...
The Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt. 2 damage.
Now
Okay.
the Javelin can only attack to medium range. This is a custom-made stick, folks, just to help us out.
There's a lot of force and a lot of stuff.
Yeah, everything's in the force too, isn't it?
Yep.
That's up. I guess I could shoot that, but 3, what's that, 4,
Which one are you shooting at?
5, 9s at least.
This guy's also
10,
stealth,
11.
so it adds another one at medium range.
So I might try it. You know, I'm going to go after the locust here.
Okay.
So we're at medium range.
Yep. So you're 3,
Yeah.
plus you jumped, 5,
5.
plus me, 9, plus medium, 11, plus
Yeah.
at least one of forest. So you're looking.
I would say we're one of forced because of where you're sitting.
Okay, so you're looking at needing a 12.
Yeah, needing a 12, medium range. This is with the Javelin. So I get 3 dice. And I need 12. Nope.
Oh, the 6 was there, though.
6 was there. All right, so we have to try, right?
Yep.
And we'll get to the comments in just a second here. Hunchback, I know I've got some level of range, but not a lot. It's only medium.
I don't think you're in range.
No, not in range anything. Grasshopper is going to have a similar problem, but I'm going to shoot it. That's extreme. It's -1 from long, right?
Yes.
So that's useless. So I guess I'm down to the Catapult, which is artillery, but that's not going to help me out here, is it?
No.
He's also only going to be... Man, that's going to suck. Yeah, so I've got no more shots to make.
Okay.
So that pretty much I fired with the assassin, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we have to determine points.
Yeah, so
I
let's...
think you're going to score some points.
Not necessarily, though.
Yeah, because you're going to have control over more, or do you need a minimum
I
control
think you need
of 3?
to have a control of 3. So, okay. During the end phase, force with the highest total size rating of all non-crippled units within 3 inches of an objective is controlling the objective. I'm
Okay.
controlling that one, and I'm controlling this one.
And I'm controlling this one.
Yeah.
For now.
Force controlling 3 or more scores the objective and triggers the line.
Oh, so me killing that Shadowhawk was really, really
That
important.
actually saved you an objective point and prevented the line from moving back, although then that'd be really easy for you to keep.
I mean, it's not like I was planning on losing it and then just set all my units up to take it at the second one.
So, in terms of how that goes, we are now going into turn 4 with a score still of 0-0. Although, clearly you are besting me a little bit.
I mean, lucky through armor crits into the head of a mech is pretty insane.
That I completely agree with. I am going to take a look here at the comments once I get the dice off the table.
Okay.
And then we'll chit-chat with you guys. We want to try and not break the action up too much, because we'd like to keep the game moving. But by the same token, we want to get to questions and comments that you guys have. If I skip one, please, it's just because we can't get to all. Alright, so let's see. You don't know anything about the game, but it looks incredible. Michael DeGroot, I know you've commented a couple of other videos. Thanks for coming in. Alpha Strike, it's a ton of fun. Watch, maybe it'll be something you'll enjoy. PLT 999 or 998, same thing. A lot of people playing the PC games and Mech Warrior.
Have you installed yet Rogue Tech?
No,
No?
I have not.
Rogue Tech is such a good game. It burns my computer, though, when you're in like an urban environment and there's tons of flyers. It's a lot of fun.
We'll have to try it. Some people would love to do more about doing live streams and videos. It's a lot of extra work, but it's fun. The key, I think, we try to keep it at a certain level of like what we would want to see, which is a lot of effort to get going, even at our level. So some of the guys that really push and have nice streams, we know they've got teams of folks working on it. But try it. Hey, what the heck? It's always good to have more Battletech and everything else out on YouTube. A lot of more on the PC games. Cool. And as far as litany against fear, you'd rather have a beer with a friend and throw dice. That's why we do this.
Yep.
Okay, so I guess we go into initiative for turn 4.
Let's see if I can get it. Bam.
You do. I gotta go first.
You have to go first, Ken.
What do I want to move first here? freaky. Alright, I'm going to move, I think, my command lance first, because I can stay hidden in the forest.
Okay.
So, Forcer's just going to move right over here. In the forest here.
Well, knocking trees down.
Knock trees down. Perfectly acceptable in Battletech. I'm within that point now, right?
Yep.
Hachetman. Moving in the forest here. And Black Knight. Can I do that? No, I gotta stay at low. Actually, he is team one. And the Catafract. Hang out with his buddy here. Also walking in the forest. Alright, there we go.
Okay, I think I'm going to move my Assault Lance, just because I'm most confident with them being able to take damage. So,
Battlestar guides. For the Deadlock game or the miniatures game? I'm curious, Mayhem 343. Ninja versus Unicorn double IPAs. One of the best in Chicago. I think I've actually had that one. Litany Against Fear, are you in the Chicagoland area?
okay, I think my assaults are going to go try to bully your light mechs.
Of course, because, what else would you do with,
And then the Cyclops is going to try to take the top. And the Thunderbolt got a movement of 4, so I can just get up to here. Not jumping, but I'm opening myself up for some damage. But I think I'm going to need to.
Battlestar Galactica Starship Battles. Cool, we've got 2 videos on the channel. We're thinking about putting a couple other ones. Check them out. We'd love to hear what you think. But I enjoy that game. That's one of my personal favorites. I'm looking forward to the capital ships coming out. That's, I think,
When are the capital ships supposed to come out?
No one knows.
Hashtag
soon. Trademark.
TM. Okay, cool.
Alright, so it's my moves, right?
Yep.
I know what I want to do and I know what I don't want to do. You just got so many mechs sitting there waiting to eat me alive.
But that's kind of why we designed this map this way, is that you have to push.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's no, shooting really across the map because of the cross of forests and then the cross of hills. You have to push to that top if you want to get those objectives.
So I think I'm going to jump with the Dervish.
So you're going with your medium lance?
Yeah, maybe with the medium lance. Jump with the Dervish. Javelin. And I'm going to sprint. Javelin's going to... He's going to jump over here. Really, really, really need to take this point. At least I don't need to take it, but... JagerMech. JagerMech's a JagerMech.
Does it have ammo?
Yeah.
Can I find that ammo?
It definitely is ammo. I'm going to actually, before I move the JagerMech, I'm going to move the Centurion. Move the Centurion backwards.
Because I punched a couple holes through it?
You made a couple holes in it. We're going to move the JagerMech forward.
And this is where area of effect weapons would be awesome.
Yes. Alright, back to you.
I think we're going to go with our medium lance now, because we're going to push my medium lance into your medium lance.
Plays Armada at a brewery. God, I'd love to do that. And thanks for Mayhem343 on our Battlestar videos. We actually enjoyed making those. And Litany Against Fear lives in Joliet.
Nice, that's right around
That's
the corner.
right around the corner.
I can't get in range with it. That's frustrating.
Welcome from the south side, which is where we're at. Or as the people around here say, south side. As we lose 16 subscribers because I said that.
No, it's all true.
It is true. There's a definitive south side accent. I'm glad I grew up in the western suburbs. I've got more of a neutral accent.
My girlfriend has it bad.
The south side?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Making everything really hot. I can't get to it. That is a... How many points do you have in range of this? So that's a medium and that's a heavy. So 5.
In terms of size? Yeah, the Jaeger is size 3 for the Jaeger. The Javelin size... Oh, that's a
1.
Dervish, size 2.
So you have 5. And
yeah.
What is a Helos? That's size 3. If I push him like this, I could get there, but I won't be able to attack. I think it's better to attack. So...
The way you're rolling today, John, yeah, it probably will be.
Later on, like, it's just frustrating because... hold on, you guys aren't seeing what I'm moving. That's stupid. But, like, moving this guy up, I could move him up to here if I ran. But then he's just sitting there.
Go ahead, John, that's fine. I wouldn't mind.
I'm not doing it.
That could be fun.
It could be, but not for me.
And this is part of our Gen Con Spectacular, so hopefully you guys have been enjoying what we've been doing. And we are going to take next week off, just because we need a break.
Okay, that's it. So I push most things up into this forest hedge area, or one turn away from pushing over the top. That's a lot of firepower that's looking at those JagerMechs there.
Alright, let's see, what do I want to do? I think I really need that point, and I need that point, and I need that point.
This, who would have thought that we were one turn off? This is going to be the bloodbath turn.
Yeah, turn 4. Alright, I'm going to move the special lance that has a couple guys less.
So I get less information? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, I kind of want to... Oh, wait a minute. You haven't moved your special lance yet. You moved those guys. Oh, and you haven't moved those guys.
I have my stealth lance and I have my death commandos.
No, I'm going to move the light lance. The recon lance. That, I think, is going to be the smarter thing to do. So, let's see. What can I do to make your life interesting? We're going to hot the assassin like this. As I can. We are going to... Actually, that'll be a 4, not a 3. The Wolfhound...
And your commando has only 2 health left, right?
That is correct.
Maybe I could kill another mech. There's only 12 turns, and we're on turn 4, right?
Yeah.
And you have 16 mechs, so I need to increase how fast I'm killing you.
Increase how fast you kill them. Okay.
Yeah. Because I gotta get, like, what, 1.5 mechs per turn?
Something like that, yeah.
And I'm at 1 out of 4, so I need, like, this turn 4.
And the Commando, we're going to back off a little bit. Actually, Commando, we're going to make you work for the Commando. I'm going to put him back over here.
Okay.
Alright.
So now I have to decide if I want to use my stealth units or if I want to move my other guys. And I think I'm going to move my other guys. We're going to do the stealth. Here we go. So the snake can jump 5. So I think...
Aha.
can jump to here and get in range of it. Yes. I think I just put my arm right in the view of your guys, which is pretty awesome. Sorry.
That's another thing we try to avoid doing, but happens.
Ken tries to avoid doing it. I seem to do it every time I move any unit.
Yeah.
So 3, and I'm stealth. What's short range? Medium range is 3 to 12, right?
312, yeah.
Cool. So I'll at least get stealth on that. Makes me harder to hit. And then the Catafract is going to push up 2. It's got 4. It's going to push up to here. My mechs are all over inside of each other. The Helos is such a big mech, it's hard to get mechs around it. And that's only a 1. My plan is to blow off all of your guys on that site this turn. We'll see if that can be done. And then we're going to take my nifty little dude, and we're going to move him up to here to be in 3. Actually, we're going to move him to, yeah, right there. That's fine. That's going to be a fun shot for you.
Just realized virtually every one of my special mechs has no long-range capability.
Yep, I'm a super long-range build, and
Yeah.
then I have in-close brawlers. And then my last one is the Xiao Yu. And it can move 7, so that's like 4 for that, so I can move to here. We're going to stay inside the forest, though. And that spot. And that gives me a nice 3. So that's that unit. Now you got to use your
special guys.
Your special Lancer dudes over there.
Special Lancer dudes. I've got an interesting
And then you get
idea.
to get Death Commandoed afterwards.
Yeah, and they're just sitting there waiting.
Yep.
So I think what I'm going to do...
Maybe the Raven can get another kill.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to move the Hunchback into the forest. We're going to move the Grasshopper. My guy's here. We're going to keep him over here in the forest. But he only gets to... Actually, he's going to jump up and land back in the forest. Then that Catapult... I think the Catapult's also going to just do one of these. Gotta do the sound effects, right?
Yes, you do.
Alright, there we go. Back to you, John.
Okay, so before we do anything, that guy right now, I need to move up to there. And then how much of the forest is that going to be, 2?
Looks like, drawing our imaginary line, yeah, that'd be 2.
Okay. So my guy can move 4. So he's going to move 3 and then just tuck into there, kind of like that.
So the other thing worth mentioning in Alpha Strike. Alpha Strike is usually, they measures everything out where essentially 1 hex is 2 inches. We're doing it 1 hex, 1 inch. Probably should have said that at the beginning, but...
You would need a board that's so big to be doing it that way.
Yeah, we agree.
Okay, so the question now is, should I even go for that point, or should I just try thinning you out this turn? I think the answer is, we're going to thin you out. Those guys really can't go anywhere. So, 4 into the forest.
So now the one thing I do like about Alpha Strike over Battletech, specifically when playing on a 3D map, I'm not as concerned with movement. It's easier for me to move pieces kind of akin to regular Battletech where it's defined hex movement. I'm a hex movement kind of guy though, so for me 3D terrain has always been slightly mind-boggling for me.
That Commando's gonna run. Of course, I put that all outside of the camera because I'm doing this awesome. Okay, that's it. I think that's gonna be. Oh, hold on, this guy has to move. Forgot about him. There's so many units.
I was going to say, don't you want to just put the pink cube by him saying he didn't move?
Not this turn. He's gonna come over here and help harass your dudes.
Cool.
I need to be in medium range, which I am to that guy. Poor guy. Okay.
Alright, cool. So I get to shoot first, right?
You get to shoot first. Where would you like to start, Ken?
We're starting over here with the small guys to see if I can even consider doing anything as I knock terrain over. Because, that's what we do. Knock terrain over. One of these days we're actually going to build this up with a frame so that I don't have to worry about knocking everything over. Alright, so we've got shots here. This is going to be medium range. So we have, I'm knocking objective points or counters off. So let's see. Hornet is base 3. Walked 4-5. We're medium range 6. Right?
7, because medium range is 2.
Is it 2?
Yeah.
Right.
So, 7's against this guy with how many dice?
1.
Cool. Nope.
Nope. Okay, so that didn't happen. Wolfhound, also at medium range. So Wolfhound at medium range, though, gets to roll 3 dice, and I believe it's the same numbers.
It will be the same.
So again, looking for 7s, right?
Yep, looking for 7s.
I got
so,
2.
2 hits. And my armor's holding up. For now.
Okay, the assassin can make the exact same shot, exact same numbers.
No, it's not because he jumped.
Oh, right, he jumped, so that's
9s.
9s. And also, again, only 1.
Ah, close.
There's my 7. And the Commando can't because I'm in the way.
Yes.
So that's that grouping.
Okay, where would you like to go now?
I think we're just going to move down the line, I think. So let's see what these guys can do.
Which guys? The guys in the forest that
Yeah,
are going to be over 3
guys
inches?
in the forest. Let's see if we can do anything.
If you have 3 inches between you, they
Well,
can't.
the 2 back ones can't.
So this guy has at least...
He's going to have 1.
1 inch, depending on where you're going. 2 inches going this way.
Yeah.
This guy is going to have 1 inch coming out.
Yeah. So let's start here. I'm going to actually continue the fire here. We're still medium.
Medium, so 1, and I'm going to say cover because you're going over that hill.
Yeah. So that's...
Because technically I'm on the ground, so that's
right.
actually no, you're in
I'm
below.
on below. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9s?
3, 4, 5. What range are we?
Medium.
7, 9s. Yep.
Yep. All right. So Enforcer, looking for 9s.
Whoa, so close.
8s. Okay. So not quite. What can I do with any of my other guys? Black Knight. That's pretty much 3 inches out anywhere, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So Catafract.
I think we said was 1 or 2.
No, that way it's 2. That way it's going to be 1.
Yeah, so we
Maybe
made ourselves a lot of like popsicle stick and wooden pieces, so then we're not sitting here the entire time doing this.
You guys don't want to see us do that anyways. All right, this is a medium range shot.
Against the trebuchet?
Yeah, so 3, 4, 5...
6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah. So the Catafract fires 5 at medium range.
Holy cow.
And I need 7s, right?
Yep. So 1 hit.
1 hit. Ow.
Your dice aren't being kind right now, Ken.
Dice don't like me. And the Hachetman can't hit anything because he's buried in the forest. Black Knight really can't hit anything. Yeah, he's 3 to get out.
Okay, and then we're moving over to the
let's just move on.
bloodbath. zone.
Yeah, we're going to see what these guys can maybe do. So, I might just focus everything here on the locust. So this is, everything's going to be medium range.
Yep. I think everything in the entire region is medium range, right?
Yeah, I would say yes.
Yeah, pretty much this entire fight now is medium range from every angle.
So I'm going to start Javelin to the locust. 3, 4, 5, 7, 10.
3, 5, 7, 10.
Yep. Alright, Javelin to the locust. Nothing.
Nothing.
I don't like your dice, Jim. Dervish to the locust is the same thing.
Yep. Same amount of dice?
No. He's... Yeah, both 3. 8. No. Need 10s.
Need 10s.
Would you say Centurion can hit the
So,
locust?
I'm looking at it, and you have a slot through, so
right.
I'll say yes.
So again, 3 dice?
So he's actually hitting on 8s instead of 10s because you didn't jump.
Correct.
And there's a hit.
I got 1 hit.
Uh-oh. They don't have much armor. Okay, the last guy in that group is going to be the...
That's the JagerMech.
JagerMech.
Also at medium range. These are also 8s trying to get that locust. I get 4 dice.
Ooh.
7s. Jeez.
7s. I thought for a second there that was going to be
That
good.
was going to be a dead locust.
You needed that.
I needed that, yeah.
And then I would be enforced withdraw.
Alright, I'm going to blame the pilot die. You can have that pilot die, and I'll take this one.
There's a whole bag of them if you want to keep doing it.
I might swap this out
So
a couple dozen times.
When we were doing it yesterday, and I quote, Ken, the only person that swaps out dice, said, I don't need to swap out dice, I'll be fine. And here we are, turn 4, wanted to swap out dice.
Alright, I don't know if I can actually hit anything, because almost everything here requires medium range, with the exception of the Grasshopper.
Grasshopper's the longest range guy?
Grasshopper's long, because I've got artillery on the...
Why did you take an artillery mech?
I wasn't thinking.
Ah. Yeah, that's long.
I realized that afterwards.
That is...
That's going to be
long.
All these are long.
That's why I did push forward.
So, alright, I'm going to go for the Raven at long.
From
the Grasshopper.
Grasshopper's going there.
So,
Yep.
we're still long, but I'm shooting out of forest.
So you're shooting out of forest?
Shooting out of forest, I'm going to say 1, 2.
Okay, I'm also in forest, so you're going to be...
Let's call it 2.
We'll call it 2.
Yeah.
My Raven has stealth armor, so
Mhm.
he's at long range plus 2, so that's 4.
2.
Plus you
4,
jumped, which is 6. Plus your pilot, which is 2.
8.
So 8. Plus that, 10. Plus long range is 13, so you can't hit.
Did we add in range twice?
No.
Okay.
Because, let's just make sure.
Yeah.
So 2,
Mm-hmm.
plus you jumped, 4.
Yeah. 4.
Right? Plus 3
For range, so that's
For-
7.
is 7.
Yeah.
Plus 4 for me because of stealth
Is
armor.
11.
11. Plus forest.
13. Okay, yeah. Alright, so I
13.
can't make that shot. So, I am not shooting it, because I don't think I can hit...
You should
Yeah,
get long
no,
range.
I'm at long range.
You're going to have 2 of
I'm still going to have
forest, 3.
2...
It's going to be the same thing.
Minus
You're gonna
1.
Need minus 1
So
for
it's 12s.
that. 12. Plus you don't have stealth, so you need 10s.
10s. Okay, so let's make the one shot there. Grasshopper gets a 1. I get a hit.
Hits.
1 hit on your catapult.
Okay. I have to take it. And I think that's all of your shooting?
That is all my shooting, so now your death barrages begin.
Holy cow, I don't even know where to begin. I think we're going to start over here. Assault in heavy lands
And this is just turn 4.
against all of those guys. Of course, I'm covering my sheets with my camera, so that's always fun. So I think what we're going to do...
This would have been better if you didn't destroy that Shadow Walk.
Seriously, it would be a totally different game,
It'd be
but what are you going
completely
to do with... That's just straight up luck of dice there. So these are all medium against that guy, so the best shot that this guy has is against that.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to take that first. So he is a 2. 4, medium range, 6.
Are you firing with missiles?
I don't know. Let me find where my mech is. No, I don't have any of the keywords for missiles.
Okay.
So I'm firing 4 dice at medium range, needing 6s against that. It's a Hornet, right?
It is a Hornet.
How much health do you have total?
4.
That is going to be...
You need 6s, right?
Yeah, 4 damage.
That's a dead mech.
Boom.
Alright, Hornet's gone.
And then we're going to take a medium range shot against... Actually, I think that was the only medium, so now we're jumping into the long bracket. So we're going to shoot against the Wolfhound with the Awesome.
Okay.
And the Awesome at long range has 3 damage, so he's a 3. Long range 6. 8s.
Okay.
8s with 3 dice. Oh,
no. So now the dice are starting to flow back into my favor here.
And then my last guy is going to attack the Centurion as well. That's definitely going to be medium range. And he gets 4 dice at...
the Wolfhound.
Yes.
Yeah. You said Centurion.
Sorry. It looks like a Centurion. The Centurion's over there.
He's hiding over there.
So 4 dice and... so 3. Medium range. 5. I need 7. And that's going to be 2 hits against the
Wolfhound. Alright. 1, 2.
Okay. Also, did we needed to mark your guy with an engine hit?
Oh, yeah. That's
the Centurion.
Yeah, that's the Centurion.
And he attacked this round, so you're going to get a heat.
Yes. So throw up
a red cube. Okay. So that's pretty much it for this area. I feel pretty good. That's 1 mech down and an injured Wolverine.
Yeah, Wolfhound.
Wolfhound. I'll just make up the names. Now we're going to go into this monstrosity over here. There are a ton of mechs. And I don't even know where to begin. So
I'll just start firing down the line.
I think if I can kill off the Jaeger and that guy, I can take the point. Not that it really matters because I'll only have 2 points, but you won't have 3.
I won't have 3, that is correct.
And that's what I need to do. So we're going to start with the Cyclops, who at medium range is going to have 4 dice against the Jaeger because I technically can't attack that guy. So we're just doing it so then it is the best. So I get 4 dice, and I'm a 3, 5, 7.
Do you want to add anything for cover there? To help?
You didn't have cover against my guys.
Didn't I add one for cover? I thought I did.
No, I don't think you did.
Alright, well...
Because my guy's a 3. It's crazy high.
6, 7... Was I rolling 7s or 8s? I think I was rolling 8s.
Do not know, whatever. 8.
Alright.
I'll give you 8. So, 2 damage.
Still hit twice, and it was a 1 to matter. Okay.
So that guy, and then we're going to just keep moving down the line, I think.
What does heat do? Heat will, as the game goes on, when you accumulate 4 heat, you have to shut down.
So each heat cube you have will add, I believe,
1 inch of movement.
Minus 1 inch of movement, and plus 1 to your hit roll.
Yeah. So it slows you down, makes it harder to hit.
And then if you have 2 or 3 heat, it reduces your to hit number by 1. And so I'm going to attack, I think, with the Thunderbolt, because it has 5 dice, and we're going to be hitting on 8s as well. Oh, throwing dice around.
In normal Battletech, you got a huge 30-point heat scale. There's a lot of different spots. A little bit simpler in Alpha Strike. That looks like 3 hits.
3 more hits.
On the JagerMech, right?
On the Jaeger.
Alright.
Almost through that armor.
1 more.
Then we're going to fire with the Trebuchet, who's also going to be 8s with 2 dice, and I think we're going to overheat to bump him up to 3.
Okay. And that's the other thing that we can do, is you are allowed to spend heat on some mechs to be able to roll extra dice, which I probably should have done with the Enforcer, but...
That's at least 1. 2 hits.
2 hits on the JagerMech. That 1 goes into armor.
So I get a roll for a crit. That's a 9, and I think
Nothing.
that's nothing.
5s and 9s are nothing.
Okay, how much more health does it have?
2.
2? Ooh. Now I gotta figure out which unit do I want to try to shoot it with. Or do I just jump in with the Locust right now? I'm thinking about doing the Locust, because it has 1 attack die. Yep, let's do the Locust. Locust into the Jaeger at 8s. If I hit it, I put it into force withdrawal. I don't.
Nope.
Okay, so then we're going to use the snake that's right next to him. And I'm going to need 10s for the snake against the JagerMech. Ah, so close. And then I don't know if I'm going to be able to kill it. Nothing.
I don't think you will. I think I'm going to actually get the objective point this turn.
Which is fine. Then you're going to have to fight your way through.
Yeah, yeah. It's going to get progressively more difficult, but
okay,
it'll let me survive that much longer.
So I think we're going to use the Catafract against it. And the Catafract is going to... How much health does this little dude have?
So the Dervish,
Yeah.
he has 6 armor, 3 structure.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, they're tough. I've got a lot of medium mechs in my build.
Okay, we're going to overheat the Catafract. You know what?
Actually,
no, we're not going to. We're going to just hit it with this.
It's a medium mech.
The Catafract's going to attack it, and it's going to need 8s. I need almost just 1 hit. There's 2 hits.
2 hits on the
Jaeger.
JagerMech. Okay, so that actually kills him.
Yep.
I shot already this turn, right?
Yep. And then we're going to use... I don't have much left here. I think I have the Hunchback and the Helos. The Helos needs 9s. Right? Because what was your JagerMech's number? It was 2?
It was,
So yeah, I need
2.
9s to hit. And the Helos attacks with 4 dice. And I need 9s against the Dervish. Oh, that's not going to do it.
No.
And then the Hunchback is going to be 4 as well, also needing 9. That's going to be a through armor hit.
3 hits on the Dervish?
3 hits and a crit.
Alright, roll the crit. Preferably not a 12.
A 9.
That's nothing.
That's nothing. So I think that's everyone. Did I use the trebuchet? Yes, because I overheated with them. So yes, 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 yes. Little dude. Where's the beat stick? Here it is.
You have the beat stick.
I think these guys both can shoot. I don't know if that guy's going to hit anything. Let's do the Shadowhawk.
Okay.
The Shadowhawk, let's see even if he can. So he's a 3, plus I jumped 5, plus 8. So 10s?
For the cover in the forest, yeah.
10s. 11. I need an 11.
Yeah, you need 11.
You know what? Crazier things have happened.
Watch your roll 12.
There's an 11. And there's a 10. So 1 more damage to him.
On the Dervish?
On the Dervish.
Okay.
I gotta push him off the point. Don't think it's gonna happen, but...
No.
And then my last guy is gonna be this dude. And I need 9s. Because this guy was an 11.
Yeah, it would because of the jumps, yeah.
Yep. So I need 9s on 2 attacks. And that's 1 more hit.
1 hit. So, yep, he's still good.
That is everything in that little zone. The Commando and the Raven have no long-range attacks. So the last attack is going to be this Catapult that's holding down this entire side against your Lance. That's going to be long range against your Hunchback. So I'm a 2. Long range is 3. So 5. Plus 7, and then I think it's going to be 1 or 2 inches. Do you mind?
Probably going to be 2. From where you're shooting at, yeah, we'll give you 1.
1. So 10s. 10s against the Hunchback with 3 dice. If only I could nerf them. Ooh, no, I can't do that. I should have not fired with one of these guys and indirectly fired across. One hit.
Oh, one hit, yeah. Where is the Hunchback? Where'd he go? Here he is. Ooh, no armor left.
All the armor's gone.
Yep.
Slow and steady. Okay, so interesting parts now.
Mm-hmm.
I have control of this point. This guy's in range and he's a 2, and this guy's in range and he's a 1.
And all I have is a 2. So you've got this point. I clearly have these 2. No one will score an objective point because we need to have 3.
Yep.
So going into turn 5.
Holy cow, this is
score
intense.
is 0-0. Not that it's going to matter because at the end of the day, I think fate is being decided here, but I've got an idea on what I might do.
Okay, let's gather our dice out, check chat, because that was an intense round of shooting.
That was kind of nuts. That was pretty cool, though.
My 6 rolling's insane.
Alright. These go here. These come out over here.
Oh, man.
Do quick chat check. Heat is the enemy to all mechs. Yes. That's pretty much it. Been pretty quiet on the chat.
Not in our battlefield, though.
No, it's been definitely, I think everyone's so intensely focused on the battle.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting because your heavy lance is going to be coming out of that forest. And all my guys are just kind of standing there.
Yeah.
I needed to thin out at least one more mech before.
Pushing.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting because, yes, my heavy stuff is ready to jump.
Yeah, but can your guys sustain another round of standing there against 3 assault mechs?
Probably not, but at the end of the day, if all I'm going to try and do is whittle you down, and then where you have just heavy mechs left, which is what this is starting to devolve into.
I mean, this is such a firing line.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's go. Turn 5.
Turn 5. Ooh. You need a bigger dice tray.
I gotta go first.
You gotta go first.
Alright, we're gonna start over here.
So this is the biggest Alpha Strike game we've ever played. And
Yes.
it probably is going to be the first full Alpha Strike game that we've completed together. We both played it separately,
Yes.
but I really enjoy it. It is Battletech light. But
It is, yeah.
this size of game would take you about 4 days in Battletech.
Yeah, that's about right. Sprint there. Catapult. He is going to jump there. And the Grasshopper is also going to jump.
You're going to be just out of that so far.
Yeah, I know. I need to be a little bit closer to there. Alright, that's my first move.
Okay. I have to figure out where I want to go. I think I'm going to continue pushing this way. So we're going to go with my assault lance again. And we're going to just move straight 5 that direction. How much movement do those guys have?
A lot. The
Just-
Wolfhound is 6. All of them are 6. The Hornet, my Hornet's not there. The Assassin is 7.
There we go. And then the Awesome is going to continue his chunky movement along this ridgeline to there. And then my Cyclops is going to, I think, keep pushing. I think I'm going to put him right on the point. Let's keep this point. And that's going to give him a 1. He's going to be open for fire. But he's a Cyclops, so he has he actually has a lot of structure. He doesn't have a lot of armor. I should have kept him back. Cool. And then my Thunderbolt is going to press forward as well. And he has 4. I'm going to make you come and get that point. I just unplug the camera.
Yeah.
Okay, that's that unit. Thunderbolt.
Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to start sneaking these guys out of the forest here. So Catafract is no longer in the forest. This might be the make or break part of the game here.
I think it is.
Black Knight is at the edge of the forest.
It's going to be basically like sevens all around.
Hachetman is going to jump right over here.
No longer in the forest?
No longer in the forest. Where is the Hachetman die? Over here.
That's scary.
And we got the Enforcer coming out. He's going to be right on top of the point also. He just walked out. Alright, your turn.
I don't know what I want to move.
Well, it is your move.
It is. Oh man, you are at medium range from here.
Mm-hmm. Which is where I want to be.
Right. So I'm going to do barely moving just so I can get stuff going up into this forest here. How much do I move? 6, so I can... That's 1, 5. Right there, check. How much health does your Hunchy have left?
4 structure.
4 structure. Beautiful right there. And then the Commando moves 6, so I can only move 3 in this area. He's going to move up to here, in this forested area. Sorry, I'm pushing your stuff around.
Alright.
And I should have your guy at medium. We'll call him medium if you're fine with that. The Catapult. I think the Catapult's going to take this movement to go 2 over here and then kind of 2 back. So he's just sliding up slowly. Not a lot, but he's still in the forest. And then I got my big tank of a brawler dude over here, moving 4 straight ahead. Actually, let's do it 3, and then, I don't know, 4. Cool. He's not up, but he's there. Bam! That's that unit. Building a strike force to try to take out all these lights.
So I'm actually going to move this force right here that everyone can see.
Okay.
And we are going to Wolfhound moving out over here. 2. The Assassin. Assassin's just going to walk here, staying within the range here.
So the assassin has to die this turn.
Assassin has to die, yeah. And the Commando's going to do this. Yeah, we're not going to be in range, so you know what? He's just going to run all 9. And he'll be sprinting away. Okay.
Okay. Ooh.
How many turns does a game typically take? Depends. This particular scenario, we are doing a max of 12. So we're just about at the halfway point once we're done with the firing round. Depends on what you're trying to do. If you're doing objective play, or if you're doing just kill everything, it'll adjust depending. So I would say most of our games very rarely go past turn 8 or 9.
Yes.
And we intend on playing 12 turns, but I suspect this one will probably be done by 7 or 8. Depending on how this turn goes, because all my heavy mechs are ready to start.
This is the only unit that you haven't moved?
That's the only unit I have not moved.
Oof. I have too many units too close together.
Yes, you do. You focused in on one point.
Okay, so we're gonna go with the stealth unit. And my locust is going to run up, run down, and move over to here. For a nice 3. And then we're gonna take my snake. He's a brawler, and he can move 5, but I don't really want to move 5. I'm just gonna move him to there. He is a 2. My Shu Shang Shang, or how do you say it? Sha Yu can move 8. Jeez. I don't need him to move 8, I need him to move here. And he is a 3. And then my Catafract is going to move forward. He's a 4, so he's going to move 3 because he's going to go up the hill. To there. My Catafract is a 1. Okay, there we go.
Alright, we're going to move my last lance. We are going to wind up moving around you behind. That's a regular walk.
How much does your walk?
6. But from here, I'm 5, and I make it 6 going around. Oh, but I'm going down.
You're going
No,
down.
because I was on the level here, so I haven't actually moved.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm good. Dervish.
Dervish is very injured, right?
Yeah, he's not at the point yet where I have to worry about him, but he's at the point where I have to worry about him. So he's going to go here, which is not his full movement because same thing, he's going down the hill now. Centurion, on the other hand, has 1 heat and an engine hit. So his move is -1 anyways. And engine hit is specific for
Gaining heat when you're firing.
gaining hit when firing. So I'm down 1. Fortunately, he moves pretty quick. I can go here. Still good. Alright, there we go.
Okay, so now I got my last group. We got the Helos, the Trebuchet, Hunchback, and the Shadowhawk. The Shadowhawk's going to move 5 out. So we're only going to move, let's see, we're going up 1, so that's 4 to here. The Shadowhawk has a 2. And then the Hunchback, I think, is going to fill that little gap. Hunchback moves 4. So we're going to move it 3. That's that. We're building a firing line. And then the Trebuchet and that. The Trebuchet has -1 movement because of that. So we're going to move him to here. And he is a 2. He's also damaged. And then the Helos is going to come over, and he's kind of my tank for the area. He's going to move to here. And he is only a 1. And this jaunt goes with that. So that is my new firing line across pretty much the entire point of the center. Are you ready?
We're ready for firing in turn 5.
You want to check comments before we get into this?
I'm watching. The only thing I've already answered was how long a typical game will last. So
Okay.
chat's been quiet. I think they're either really intensely watching or who knows what. Probably eating breakfast
Yeah, that's true.
or lunch, or depending on what part of the world, you might be sleeping now. So we'll see. All right, so I'm going to start with my medium lance. I'm going to destroy that locust. How many points are left on the locust?
Let's see. 3.
3?
Yep. 3.
So I'm going to start with Centurion,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to give myself a point of heat to add another die.
Okay.
So I got 4, and I believe we are at short range here.
Yes, we are.
All right, so 3,
Plus short range for 4.
4,
Plus my movement of 3.
7.
Yeah.
And then I had 1 heat, which adds 1 more.
Yeah.
So 8.
8.
And I miss on everything.
Yep.
Ouch. Okay.
And you added 1 in because of shooting into the rear?
No, I didn't.
But you had a pilot die of 1, so even if you rolled a 6, it would be impossible. But because you're shooting into the rear, you would get a +1 die.
To hit, right? Yeah.
Not to hit. +1
Right,
dice.
right. Yeah, add a die. Yeah,
Yes.
hit him, yeah. No, I didn't add that, but
It's
wouldn't
nice.
hit anyways. Okay, let's see. We're just hanging out. I love it when people hang out. Watching, learning, and writing. Learn from what John does, not necessarily from what I do.
I don't know, I just left that locust out to dry.
You
so.
Okay, so here we go. Let's try the next shot. I'm going to have the Javelin go after you. I'm not going to add heat to him. Still get to roll 4 dice. Let's see
So,
what happens.
actually,
Yeah.
your Centurion adds another heat. Because you gain heat whenever you fire.
And I fire, yeah.
And you increase your heat, so now
Right.
you're at heat
So
3.
I'm at heat 3.
Sorry.
All right, here we go. Javelin. I needed, what, 8?
You needed...
It's going to be the same.
It's going to be 7s, I think, right?
Right, because I didn't have the heat
So
in there.
3,
so 7s.
6, 7. So
Yeah.
2 hits.
2 hits.
I am now in force withdraw, and you get a roll to see if you get a crit.
All right, let's see what happens. Maybe we get lucky. 6. That is weapon hit.
Oh boy.
Does that make him effectively useless?
Yeah, for the most part, but that happens the next round. So we're going to add a black and a white. He is in force withdraw. He has 1 health left. So the white is going to say that he's retreating, and then the black is a weapon hit.
So, just for the viewers at home, what are we doing for forced withdrawal?
So we're going to just use the standard DFA at this time. I have a very complicated, morale system that I've been working on, but I think it's too complicated to try to talk about in the middle of it. But it's for very thematic games, so I take things into consideration, like how devout the clan is to Zellenberg, and if it's a mercenary unit, and how reliable. So it's a lot of fluff taken into it, and that's how fast units will try to withdraw. But in this case, I have to withdraw a minimum of my halfway point.
You have your movement.
Correct.
All right, so
Toward my edge, which might be a little difficult with the fire line.
Dervish is going to look at... I don't feel like picking on... Let's look at your Hunchback.
Hunchback, I think that's going to be medium. And that's definitely going to be cover.
So, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8.
8, because you're at range medium.
Mm-hmm.
5, 6, 7, yeah, 8.
8. Okay, I'm going to add 2 heat.
Wow.
Be able to add 2 more dice. I want to try and start taking down some of your mechs.
No, that's not going to help. That's not going to help at all, Ken.
No, that's not. That's not. That's ow. All right. Maybe I shouldn't be overeating my mechs. We're going to take that pilot die and give it to you. I don't want that one anymore. It's a bad die.
You do realize that when you tossed it to me, you rolled a 6.
Yeah, I do. I really do, John. All right, let's try this again. Over on this side, Catafract. let's start with him going after the Cyclops.
Going after the Cyclops. That
Medium
is going to
range.
be medium range, and I'm let's call it no cover. We're going to call these shots along this ridgeline no cover.
Okay.
Are you fine with that?
Yeah.
So that's going to be, I believe, a 7?
3, 4, 5, 6.
6.
6.
6 against it.
6 Catafract. I get 5 dice.
Yikes. That thing's a mean thing.
No, not everything hits. 2 hits.
3.
Right.
2.
2.
2 hits.
Those hit. Those do not.
The Cyclops takes 2 damage to its armor.
Okay, Hachetman also going to fire out at the Cyclops. That's 3 dice.
And you jumped, so you're looking at 8s.
Yeah. 1 more hit.
1 more hit. You're chewing through this armor. Only 2 points of armor left. The Cyclops really doesn't have a lot of armor. It has a lot of structure.
Black Knight. We're going to add a heat. So that's 6 plus 1 of the force, I think, maybe?
Yeah, so 7s?
So 7. And I get the extra die, so I'm rolling 5.
Oh,
So
man.
that is 4 hits.
4 hits. You're
Huh.
into structure.
PLT 998, left for 15 minutes. John beat some of my max down.
You get a crit roll.
I'm returning the favor to him, though, now.
Crit roll against the Cyclops. Oh, 11.
Engine hit.
Engine hit. That is not good for the good old Cyclops.
I haven't fired with the Enforcer yet, have I?
No, you have not.
Alright. What's left on the Cyclops?
5 points of structure. You need 2 points to kick him into withdraw.
Alright, Enforcer's going to fire. We're going to add 1 heat to him to add a 4th die. I think the numbers are still 6.
6.
3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. 2 hits. 4 hits.
Yeah, I think that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 1 health left, and you get a roll of crit.
Let's see what happens. Maybe I get lucky. 7 is a motive hit.
Motive hit. I barely can move now. What did we say that motive hits were? I wrote it.
Motive, I think, just knocks out.
Yellow. Yeah. Oh, I'm using engine for yellow. Engine is orange, actually. Here. Watch out that for your one over there. There we go. Bam.
Okay.
That is a lot of damage.
Skull John coming back.
Okay, so...
I got the light mechs yet to do.
yes,
right?
you do. And did you do anything over
Didn't
there?
do anything over there yet. So let's focus in over here.
Man. And he's in withdraw. Let me
And
grab a white.
that guy, which mech is that again? I'm not familiar with the Liao as well as I should be.
That is Lao Yu.
These are all medium range.
Yep.
Alright, against the Lao Yu, we have the Wolfhound, who's going to roll 3 dice. And we need 3, 5, 6s.
Whoa!
3 hits.
3 hits. That's not good. Ken's decided to start hitting me. Still in armor.
Or the assassin rather is firing one. Same numbers but misses.
Okay.
On this side of the table,
I don't know how much you actually have.
medium is what? 12?
Well, you can use the beat stick.
I know what a beat stick was.
So, these guys are medium range to those guys, is how I moved it.
Okay, yeah. Medium. Medium between these two?
I tried to do that, yes.
Okay. We're like right on the line, so we'll call it. So medium, that's definitely medium. Yeah, mediums to both. What's the die for your Commando?
Let me grab it. He is a 2. Plus, he's in the forest. So, forests on both of them. This guy has stealth, and they're both 2s. So, depends on what you want to shoot.
Alright, so we're going to start with the Hunchback.
Who ran so he can't shoot.
Right, so we're not going to do the Hunchback, we're going to do the Catapult.
Okay, who jumped? So, +2.
So,
Catapult.
2, 4, against the Commando, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
Yeah.
Yep, 9s. Oh,
1 hit.
1 hit. 25% of its health.
First exposure to Alpha Strike, definitely going to have to add it to my games. It's a great game. You lose out, like I said, a little something from Battletech. But
I don't know, the crits have been pretty satisfying so far.
In this case, yeah, they really have been. I get 1 shot long with the Grasshopper.
Okay, I am in forest. And you jumped, so 4,
5,
6,
7, 8, 9.
Right, so 2,
Yeah.
4, 7,
5, 6,
8, 9.
7,
Yes.
8, 9. 7.
So that's it for firing.
On my side, so you're up.
Man, okay, so I have to figure out how I want to strategically do this. So for sure, the Locust is going to be blasting your Dervish at close range because this is like the last chance he actually has to shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Before he has to like pull out sprint. So, does the Locust have heat? No. Okay, so short range, I'm a 3, 5, 6. My weapon hit doesn't come into effect until next turn. 6s against your dude. That is a critical hit and 2 damage.
And this is against the
Dervish.
Dervish, right?
Which is already the injured one.
So that's 2. All right, go ahead, roll the crit.
So I'm into armor.
Yeah.
So I get 2
Crit
crits.
of structure, yeah. Yeah, 2
So
crits.
this is for the through armor crit, which is
Nothing.
an 8.
Oh, that's an 8.
9.
That's a 9.
I can't add.
Yep.
And then for the into armor, which is an 11.
Oh, it's an engine hit. Which you're using orange for, right? Or yellow?
Orange. Giving engine hits all over here. Good job, Loka. Okay. Now I have to figure out what else I want. And you're not in force withdrawal yet, technically.
No. 1 more hit.
Should be, but aren't. We're going to come over here to my assault lance that is bullying your light guys. I think we said they're pretty much all medium, right?
Yeah.
Medium, medium, medium. And if I really wanted to, I could shoot at your enforcer at medium from the Battlemaster. So, we're going to go with the Battlemaster last. We're going to shoot with the Lao Hu against the Wolfhound. I already damaged him, right?
Correct. He has 2 armor left.
2 armor and how much structure?
3.
3. Ooh, so I won't be able to kill him. But this is going to be an easy number. I believe it's going to be 3, 5,
7.
7s. Maybe you could get a crit. 1 hit.
1 hit.
Lousy dice. And then the Awesome's going to shoot at him as well. And that's only going to be 3 dice.
Same number, right?
Yep. So 7s. For 1 more hit.
Okay.
Ooh, I think we're going to just have to do it with the Battlemaster. The Battlemaster is going to be hitting on 6s, though.
Yep.
Because he's a better pilot. 4 dice, hitting on 6s. Into your guy.
Let's see, here we go.
For
1 hit.
That is a
Right,
crit,
it is
though.
Yep, roll for a crit.
Gosh,
This is structured.
my dice decided to turn on me. That's a 10.
Fire control. Fire control is +2 to hit. Ouch.
That was kind of lackluster. I kind of need him to die.
Where I've got some damage to some of your mechs this turn.
Yep.
This is only turn 5.
I know. We're going to jump all the way over here to what these guys are doing, because I know what they're doing. We're going to start out with the Raven, who's going to attempt to... Ooh. we're going to... How much health does your Hunchback have left?
Hunchback has 4 structure left.
And your Catapult has how much overall?
10.
10.
Yeah.
Holy cow. We're going to do Commando first. Commando has got 2 dice into your Hunchback. And your Hunchback is... So this shot's going to be 2. It's at medium range, so 4 plus 6. I need 6s to hit you. Which has been a struggle for me this round. And continue to be a struggle. 1 hit.
1 hit on the Hunchback.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and roll the crit.
7.
That's motive.
Motive hit. That's half of your MP, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so how does it work with snarks? This is just a question. Because it's not really a weapon attack, right?
Right.
So can I shoot it at a different object than I can shoot at?
Well, that essentially is your shot, though. Is you're layering the snark, isn't it?
Right, so that's a separate thing. So that's completely different than my normal attack.
You
It's a
can't do
special-
both in the same...
Yeah, you can.
I don't think you can.
I think you can. Rule book time.
Alright, sorry guys, we gotta check a quick rule. Unless one of you guys on the stream is aware of the Alpha Strike rules.
So you can keep talking to them and I will look it up.
Let's see. Snark. Instead of firing a standard homing pod, or explosive, because I think that falls under alternative ammunition, or munitions.
Make an extra weapon attack using a snark missile. It's extra.
Okay, so you do get to do another one?
Yes. So the question is, if I shoot it at the same one, then if I shoot it at different ones, it's different. Okay, so we're going to attempt to narc your Catapult, and then for my extra attack, which will then be at +1, right? Because I'm shooting something else, will be against your Hunchback. They're both medium range, so we already decided it's 6s. So 6 to narc, 7 to do damage against the Hunchback. So we'll do the Catapult first. And I need a 6 to narc it. And I got it. That's like the best roll I've gotten this whole round. So I have narked the Catapult.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do 2 points of attack against... Ooh. We're going to overheat the Raven. The Raven's doing its job.
I'm about to start shooting at you with onboard artillery here.
Here we go. Against your Hunchback. I'm overheating the Raven by 1, and I need 7s. And what, 2 damage to kill it?
For the Catapult?
For the,
Hunchback?
No, Hunchback.
3.
So theoretically.
Only 1.
No, I need 7s. That's
Oh,
everything.
that's all 3. Sorry,
That's done.
I'm counting off the other die. So that's 3 dead mech.
And then against the Narc, my Catapult is going to be shooting against your, whatever it's called, your Catapult. So I get +1 for the Narc, because I am an LRM boat. And I'm a 2. We're at, I believe...
I think we said we're long.
Long?
Yeah.
Yes, so long range, so 3. So 5, 6, 7. 7, and I get 3 dice +1 for being narked. 4 dice looking for 7s. And I think one of them's going to hit.
Just the one.
1 damage.
Okay.
So that's that side of the board and this far side of the board. So now we can focus in on this middle section. And I have to figure out what I want to do. And your Dervish only has 1 health left, right?
2.
2?
Mhm.
And it's not in force withdraw yet.
No, you need 1 to make it into force withdrawal.
Medium, I think pretty much every shot I'm going to make up to here is medium on that side. And every shot is medium on all those guys up to here. Cool. So let's figure out what we want to shoot. I'm probably going to just shoot across because it's easier.
That's fine.
So this guy, this Shadowhawk, What's the Shadowhawk's medium? Only 2. The Shadowhawk has a terrible medium. Shadowhawk against the Dervish.
Mine had 4.
Yeah. My medium lance isn't as great. So, Shadowhawk, 3, 5, 7 against the Dervish. 2 hits.
So that's a dead Dervish.
My Shing thing does not have sight on your Centurion, which is what I want to shoot at. It does have sight on your Javelin. Your Javelin is going to be the same thing, 7, plus it's going to get cover because of where it is. So, 3, 5, 7, 8 against your Javelin. Where is this guy's mag? Yeah, 8. I can overheat. Let's overheat. At this point, let's just pump in some damage to everything.
One.
I needed 7s.
Dice at 8s.
8s, let's recount. So 3,
Mm-hmm.
5, 7, 8. Yeah, 1 damage.
Okay.
And then the Hunchback. It can give you cover to the Javelin, medium range. And that's 4 dice. And I'm looking for 8s as well. It's basically just everything's going to be 8s or 7s, depending on what it is. This stupid locust is in the way of the Centurion.
Why I didn't kill it.
Yeah.
Thought about it.
So I need 8s. And that's going to be 3 hits.
On the Javelin, 1, 2, 3, dead.
And I think everything else is going to then start turning. I don't think I have that snake. No. Cataphact. Yes. The Cataphact has range on your dude. At medium. So
We'd love to see the record sheets. That would definitely add a lot more cameras and everything else. We could show you what we're running off of. Show you that as soon as we're done with this fire.
Cataphact is going to heat up by 1.
Okay.
And it's shooting the Centurion. And it's going to be doing 8s again on 4 dice. For 1 hit.
1 hit on the Centurion.
Centurion still has lots of health. So that was a poor shot. So now the snake is going to shoot at your Cataphact.
There you go. But essentially each lance, 1 sheet, burn them out. That's what we're doing.
Snake has 2 dice against your Cataphact, which we've already said there's no slope cover.
Mm-hmm.
So 3, 4, 5, 6s. Is this guy still in force or out?
He's out from where you're shooting from.
Okay. So I need 6s against your Cataphact.
2 hits.
2 hits.
That's fine. Cataphact can take it.
Cataphracts are tanky units. I think I gotta leave the Centurion, which is frustrating. Because I need to focus on this group now. So the Thunderbolt is going to attack that guy too, and it's going to be 6s as well. The Thunderbolt is where on my sheet? 5 dice. 6s for the Cataphact. That's everything.
That's what, 5?
5 damage.
He's fine.
And then the Cyclops, who is in a world of hurt, is going to be attacking with 6s as well against the Cataphact with 4 dice. Because, you know, he's just hopping at 1 damage. Let's see if we can get a kill before it ends. That's going to be 4 more damage.
On the Cataphact?
Yep.
Roll a crit. 4 is a fire control.
I think we said that's green.
I think so, yeah.
Yep. How much armor do you have left?
2 structure left.
So you're also in force withdraw.
Yes.
So I have just these 2 units left.
Mm-hmm.
I think I said I was going to wait to see what I'd do with this guy. He's at long range. So that's 3, 6. My brain's starting to die. 8, 9 to hit him.
Do we have any cover there, I think?
No, because I'm on this.
You're on the top part? That's fine.
All the way
I'm
down.
just...
Yeah. And that's going to be 2 dice.
You also have a heat there.
Yeah, I added that in.
Okay.
9. And we're going to overheat again. We're going to stop to 3 dice against that Wolfhound, because he only has 1 health left, right?
2.
2?
Mm-hmm.
But I'll put him in force withdraw then.
Yeah.
And I need, I said 9s?
9.
That's a through armor crit, and he's
that's
dead.
3 hits, so you actually killed him. So that is the one disadvantage to bringing smaller mechs.
Yeah, because those guys...
I was hoping to be able to run in and capture some points before you got it, and I almost did. If you didn't
the lucky shot on that is what changed.
That first shot, first blood drawn, is what completely changed the game, because I would have had the whole line moved back and could have repositioned myself better.
Yeah. So Helos against how much health is that an enforcer?
Yeah, he's got 7 total.
Yikes. So let's start putting some shots into him. That's going to be 3 7s.
Mm-hmm.
Or do I just want to finish off? No, we're gonna shoot 6s into the Catafract and try to wipe them out. Because I need 6s for that. That's 4 hits.
That's a dead Catapult. You're picking the guys away here, Jen.
Yeah, better not to have units on the board than that. I think that's all of my firing phase.
I think you're right.
Holy cow. And then we go to looking at who controls what. You control this one.
I control that one, and no one. You control those 2, and I think I'm out of range for that one. Correct?
Yes, you are.
So we have 2 and 2. So score's still 0 to 0. Turn 6. Score 0 to 0. Depending on how this turn goes, I think is going to dictate what we decide to do.
Yes, I would agree. We both have a lot of heat built up right now.
Yeah. And I think we're
approaching that important point of will you have enough mechs to move in against me?
And even do anything. Yeah, I agree.
Because theoretically, if I could get this guy over here, I can take control of that point.
Yeah. We'll see how this round goes. We're definitely going to play with round 6. We'll see.
This is only round 6?
This is round 6 we're about to start into.
It is a bloodbath.
It is a bloodbath.
My Cyclops is going to die.
Yeah. I think I'm going to... It completely depends on what I can kill and what you can't. So the shooting round in this next round is going to dictate the rest of the game.
Yep.
Because if I can clear some mechs... Alright, let's see how initiative goes. 7. 11. I think we're going to call it. We'll play this round, but...
Yeah, well, you have the advantage of you can move 1 mech and it's a whole unit for you right now.
Yes, which is exactly what I'm going to be doing. So this Centurion, because of heat, I'm down 3, so it's 5 total is my movement. And, ooh, but I got the motive hit, don't I? No, that's an engine hit.
That's an engine. That's why you have so much heat.
So he can move down to here. Alright, your turn. 1 lance down.
I think we're going to go with my Assault Lance. How much does the Assassin move? 7?
7, yeah. And he can jump.
Oof. Yeah, so we're gonna first go with this guy. So yellow is what? It's fire control, or what is that?
No, that's engine. No, motive.
Motive, which reduces my
By
movement
half.
half, and I have to retreat at least half of what it is. So I only have 2 movement at this point, and I have to move it. So we're gonna just back up 2 with him. And does that refigure any of the stuff out
In what way?
for what my thing is? No, I don't think so.
It's your base, and then everything else
So,
changes. Yeah.
1. Then I have the Thunderbolt, who's going to continue to move forward. He's going to move to here. It's also going to be a 1. And then my Awesome's going to cruise forward at what we're moving in. He's going to move to here, because then I have a good line of fire. And then my Lao thing, he only moves 5, so I can move him 4 if I go up. And I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to go up to there, which then puts me in that range. Okay, so that's my assault unit.
Alright, gonna move the recon. We're gonna start by moving 2 inches forward over here, because I just want to get out of this. And then moving the remaining 4, so that's gonna put me right here. And face like that. So the Commando can still shoot. The Assassin, we're gonna do something funny. We're gonna wind up jumping like so, putting us right behind you.
Yep.
Because you moved him, right?
Yeah, I did. And I didn't drop
You
a
didn't put
piece
the
of
die
2.
down. Yeah. Alright, that's all I got for that, Lance.
And you are in short range.
Yeah, that was the intention. So, cool.
So we're going to go with my Scout Lance. It's not Scout. It's my Stealth Lance. So we're going to start with the Catafract, who already is starting to do stuff. So we're going to move him 3 this way to here. And that gives me a 1. And then we're going to move the Snake. The Snake moves 5. So we're going over this, so it's going to be there. And that's going to be a 2. And then I have the Locust, who's got a retreat. I have a weapon hit, which makes it pretty much I can't do a lot with that. And also I have to retreat at least half, so 4 inches. Going up, so 3 inches. So he's going to go to here. And I only have weapons now at medium range, or short range, so he's pretty much useless.
He'll be dead.
Exactly. And then I have one more. I have a Xiao Yu, and I have 6 because I have a heat on him. Actually, this guy. Actually, I did move him all the way, so. So 5 to here. And that's a 3. That's that unit.
Okay, special unit. We're just going to move like so.
Taking the point.
Yep. What's the blue one? That's on the Grasshopper. Not the Grasshopper.
Blue, no, it's on the...
Oh, that was on the Hunchback.
Hunchback. No, that's on the Catapult. That's Narc.
Yeah, Narc, right.
And the orange
Is the... No, this was the point.
Point? Okay. I'm like, there's an orange cube.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. I'm done with that. I got one more lines to move.
So we're going to go with the specialized unit. I think the Battlemaster's going to come down to try to kill the... kill this assassin. It's going to be a challenge, though, because of your high jump jet rate. But... let's see. I can move 4. So really 3 if I go down. here. It's going to be medium range. It is what it is. It's going to be still an attempt to do it. And then, the Commando. What's your range brackets for it?
Everything's medium.
But what are your numbers?
Grasshoppers 5, Catapults 2.
Yikes.
Mm-hmm.
That is scary. How fast does the Commando move?
I mean, I guess he could start firing artillery.
6. We're gonna try to engage. Only that guy loses a movement, so he's at 5. And then the Catapult is going to move forward 2. He's going to move forward 4, so 3, putting him here. I think that's that unit. There we go. Your last unit, Ken.
Okay.
This is how I move them over here. Catapult moving forward. Commando and the Raven moving in. And the rest of it's going to be here in the middle.
Black Knight here. And actually, he can move a little fast further because of the
Heat? 2 more inches?
Because 1. Because of the triple strength Myamers. So we got that. Hachetman. Oop, there goes the tree.
The tree's always like sticking to our stuff.
Hachetman, put this die over here. Hachetman gets from up here. Shove that back down here.
You're going to be in melee range next turn.
Like I said, this is
Probably gonna be the
weird
last.
on how this could work. I'll put the enforcer right here. Is he still? Yeah. All right, that's it.
Okay, so my medium lance is gonna probably be pushing up. So Helos. Gotta figure out what I want to try to kill. Okay, the Helos is gonna face this way, okay, but it's actually facing that way just because of the way it leans.
Yeah, that's fine.
It does not like standing. And then this guy has 2 heat because he really burned it, so I can move really 2. Move to here. He's probably not going to hit anything. And we got a Hunchback, and the Hunchback's kind of out in the middle. My firing line makes it difficult to shoot things. 4. We'll do that. And that is a 1. And then we got the Shadowhawk, which I said I was in range of that. He has to stay over here-ish, just so that he can protect that point, even though I want to get him more into the combat. So he's going to jump jet onto the point into the forest. Jump in. 3. That's all the units. It is time to shoot.
Okay, so let's start on this side and work our way down.
Okay.
So I'm going to start
The
with
assassin that could.
The assassin that could.
Against my Lahu.
So I've got 1 die. I'm firing into the rear. And I've got 3, 5, 6, because short range, 8.
Yes, 8.
Nothing hits.
Man, your dice have not been kind to
They
you.
don't like me at all. And they're your dice. That's really what the issue is. It's the fact that it's your dice, not mine. That Commando actually can probably hit you. Where's the beat stick?
How about Forest, though? I'm going to shift Forest.
Down over this way? Long. Yeah, maybe medium.
I'll give you medium.
You give me medium? Appreciate that. Alright, so it's 2 dice. 3, 5, 6, 7.
Sure. Oh!
2 hits.
Oh, and it's a crit. Roll that crit.
10.
10
Fire control.
is a fire control.
Would have rather seen another 6 pop up. That would have been hilarious. The Commando that knocks you out.
So not this turn, but next turn, I'm not going to hit a thing. What a shot by the little Commando.
Alright, we're now at stupid close range. So this is your Thunderbolt, right?
Yep.
We're going to go after the Thunderbolt.
Okay. What are you attacking it with?
Wait. What do we have for help? Which one's this guy?
That is Snake. He has not been shot.
Okay, and how much health does he have?
6 total. And are we at close range or medium? Because that depends on if you're going to want to shoot at him.
That's really close. Where's the stick again?
Alright, let's just measure. Medium.
Okay.
So he gets +1 because he's stealth.
That's fine. Alright, so Black Knight's going to go after him.
Okay. Against the snake guy?
Against the snake.
So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8 plus 1 because of the heat, so 9. Nothing.
Nope.
Alright. Hachetman does the same thing. Also 8s. 8s now.
8s instead of 9s because of no heat.
No heat. That's 2 hits.
2 hits against him.
And that's your Trebuchet?
That's my Trebuchet.
Enforcer's going to shoot at him.
Okay.
And I'm going to add 2 more heat.
Oof. It's a lot.
So 3, 4 because of the 1 heat. 5, 6.
Hold on.
And what's the...
dice. He is a 2.
8.
But I had 2 heat, so that reduces it by 1, so 1. Because of my heat.
I should be 2 then also. Rather than make that.
So he has 3 heat, so that's -2. So he's at a 1.
Oh, yeah.
All the heat everywhere.
Alright, so that's 7.
Yes. Yikes.
Everything -1 hit, so that's 4 hits.
4 hits. I think you're going to get a crit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, you get a crit.
9, nothing.
9 is nothing.
Eventually you learn not to use John's dice. They're just too loyal. I agree. I agree. We didn't used to do that. And then you know, coronavirus and cleaning everything and whatnot. Yeah, we're just going to start bringing my own dice. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go on the other side of the board, and I'm going to try something a little interesting. First of all, the Grasshopper, I want to shoot the Raven because I can shoot the Raven.
Okay, it's going to be medium range.
Yeah. So 2, 4, 6, and stealth
7, right?
7. Yeah.
5, 7, 8.
8. Okay.
We're at medium range.
Yeah. So 5 dice. I need 8. And I miss on
Oh,
everything.
the pilot dice betrayed you again. Is that the same pilot dice, or is that the pilot dice you should be rolling? It's in dice timeout?
Yeah, that one's in timeout. Alright, the Catapult, same thing. 2 dice. And I think the numbers are the same, right?
No, I think we're at short range.
Oh, yeah, so that'd be...
that would be
-7.
-2.
Or 2
Sixes, because my stealth armor doesn't do anything. Oh, man, dude. You can't hit anything today.
No. Alright, so I think that's all my guys, right?
Your Centurion?
Oh, the Centurion didn't shoot anything.
You can try to take a pot shot at the...
I want to take out the Locust. I'm going to try and take out the locust.
He is +3, 6, 9, and I'll give that medium. So 11 to hit.
11?
And you'll gain a heat for it.
Yes. Which will
Which
force
will
me to
shut
shut
you
down. That's fine.
Oh, these dice wanted it, but that one didn't.
Alright, so no shot, no hits, no love. Alright, you're up, John. Run down your firing line. I think I know how this is going to go.
Jeez, I don't know where to start. Let's start over here. Liao at medium range against your Commando, which we said was medium. And he has 4 dice at medium. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 against it. Fire control doesn't kick in till next turn. 2 hits.
2 hits on the
Commando.
He's over here. That is a dead Commando.
Then the Battle Master is going to attempt to shoot at your little dude.
Okay.
And so he's 2, 4, 8.
Yep.
8 with 4 dice.
John's camera showing a test screen. Yep, just see that. You've got a test screen. Yep, we see it.
I wonder why. There it is.
Yep, it came back. Looks like it came back. Question mark. I think that helps.
Okay.
8. The 20-second delay. Yeah, it works.
Okay. So 8 against your assassin. One hit.
1 hit. That's the first assassin hit.
Really?
Yeah.
In my head, I was thinking I was taking it out. I should have just left it alone at that point. Then the awesome. How much health does the assassin have?
The assassin has 4 more.
My awesome only shoots at 3, so no. So the awesome, I think, is going to change his trajectory over to that guy at medium range.
Enforcer at medium. Okay.
Enforcer at medium, because it's not a 4 to hit. It's a 3. So we're talking 3, 5, 8. Yeah, the other one would just be way too much. So 8's against the Enforcer. 1 hit.
1 hit. First hit on the Enforcer.
Okay, so have I actually shot any of these guys?
Just the Catafract, which is gone. But yeah, the other ones no.
Okay, so then probably just going to move down the line.
Okay.
So Trebuchet, that's going to be medium range against him. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Or do I just want to cool? No, let's go for it. 9 on 2 dice. 9 on 3 dice, and we'll gain another heat. Guess we might as well maximize it. Nothing.
Nope.
Next turn we won't shoot. Because that is a horrible, horrible lineup. Now, the Cyclops is going to shoot into the Hachetman. I'm going to gain a heat for that because of my engine hit. And that's going to be medium range, so that's going to be 4 dice. And I'm going to need 3, 5, 6, we'll call it 7 because of cover. And that's going to be 2 hits against the Hachetman.
Okay.
Then the Hunchback can really only hit the Hachetman. So we're going to do that.
Okay.
That's going to be 4 dice. So 3. That's going to be the same thing. 7 against
Oops, what happened here?
the Hachetman.
Maybe it's just my laptop.
And that's going to be 2 more hits against the Hachetman.
2 more hits on the Hachetman. Is the stream still going?
It should be. Let me double check. Yeah, we're still going.
Okay. I think it was just my laptop.
Okay. So 2 more hits against the Hachetman from the Hunchback.
Okay. I got him.
Oh, you got it? Okay.
Yep.
So the Catafract with the heat is going to attack the Hachetman. And we are at close range, so the heat doesn't really matter with 3 dice. So we're looking for 7.
Okay.
No, I'm on the top. 6s.
Still on the Hachetman?
3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. 6s against the Hachetman. For
3 more.
3 hits.
Okay, well, you're going to love this, John. He's gone.
He is gone too? Jeez.
He has no armor. So, once you punch through the Hachetman's armor, he's dead.
So you sneeze on him hard enough?
Pretty much.
That's why it's important to have the Hachetman wear a mask?
Yeah.
Okay, so Helios is going to go against your Enforcer. And the Helios is going to be at, I believe, close range. It is, so 3 plus 1 plus 2 is 6s with 4 dice against the Enforcer. And that's going to be 4 hits against the Enforcer.
Okay.
Is that through armor?
No.
No?
I mean, armor's gone now.
Armor is now gone.
2 hits left.
2 hits left. I don't think I will have anything. I guess I should take that. From the Thunderbolt. Actually, this is the best range for the Thunderbolt to be shooting at. That's extreme. Yep, so that's medium. So 5 from the Thunderbolt. And so we're 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7s against the Enforcer.
Nothing.
Nothing! My highest group of attacks. And then we're going to take 2 from the Snake over to the Enforcer.
Mm-hmm.
And that will be 7s as well. 1 hit.
Okay. That's rolled for crit.
For 6, which
6 is weapon.
Weapon hit.
And he's in force withdrawal now.
Yep. And then I have Xiao Yu, who only person he can attack is your dude.
Mm-hmm.
And that's gonna look for, I think it would be 6. I have a heat.
7.
7. What's your number? Yeah,
1.
7. 2 dice, and I need a 7. Nope.
Nothing.
And then
yeah, Michael, I agree. Something seemed to be constant. John's dice tend to make him win.
we're gonna move over here. We're going to shoot the Shadow into... Do I have your Catapult, or do I have to shoot against your...
Which one?
This guy, I think I have to shoot against...
Yeah, you gotta shoot against the
Grasshopper? Okay.
I think at this point we're just delaying the inevitable.
That's going to be 1, and it'll be 5, 8, 9. Nope. And then the Commando at, I believe, everything over there is close range.
Mm-hmm.
So Commando needs a 1, 2, 5. 5 to hit. And actually 4, because he's a elite unit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 4 to hit with 2 dice against the one dude. So 2 damage against the Catapult. And then the Raven's going to do the same thing, looking at needing 5s because of the heat. and it's going to do 2 more damage against the catapult.
Okay, armor's gone.
Okay, and then it's going to do a secondary attack against the Grasshopper, needing +2, so 7s with the narc, which misses. And then the catapult, my last unit, is at medium range to your guy, which is going to be 3 dice plus 1 because of narc. And we're going to overheat him for 5, needing 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 with 5 dice. That's everything. That's 5 damage.
5 damage to the catapult, right?
Yep.
That's a dead catapult.
Boom. And that's the round.
So I think I control 1 point.
Thank you. Yes, because this is no longer. So I control 1, 2, 3 points, pushing the whole line back.
Yeah, so the line will get pushed back. So that'll give you 1 victory point. I think at this point I have insufficient mechs to stop you. So
Okay.
I think we can clearly call this a victory in your end.
Wow, that was intense.
So give us a second, guys. We're going to recalibrate a few things, and we'll chat with you in just a second.
You are in the camera. Yay. And I'll be in the camera
Got
too.
the chat over here. And this over here. Okay, chat time.
Okay. Well,
So,
I'm sorry about your dice rolls. You couldn't hit anything, which then just led to me slowly blowing up your units one by one.
it's no worries. Our friends in Joliet are saying that if you got new dice, those would screw me over too. So,
So every time I buy dice, I put them in. We'll darken the lights. I put on a robe and a hood, and then I curse them for
let's see. So, a couple questions out of the chat, and then we'll talk a little bit about the battle. How big is the table we're playing on? 48 inches from edge to edge, and then lengthwise. So the way you guys are looking at it from top to bottom, it's 51.5, and from side to side, 48 inches.
Yep. So inside the room, though, it's I believe an 8-foot table, totally long, and then what's that? 4 wide.
Yeah.
So it's tight in here.
It is definitely a tight table. They're tight with space, but it works for us. There's only 2 of us. It'd be great if we had a whole staff, but then we have to pay them or something. But
yeah.
So my thoughts on the game, I was expecting to be able to jump your mechs, John, a little bit faster and get across the board and capture some of those victory points once, maybe twice.
Yeah.
And then kind of retreat back a little bit. That was kind of my game plan. The way I wound up deploying, I kind of wanted to try and capture 3 or 4 points, or have the opportunity to capture 3 and 4. It looks like you came in really looking to focus on 2.
So my game plan actually changed. I was only going to capture the 3 on this side of the table, so where our catapult was dueling, and that one in the forest, and then the center. So that's why I had such a big center push, because I figure if I can win that center one, I can move to either side. And then you put your entire lance of elite stuff over there, and I'm like, I gotta rethink this. I have nothing deployed over to fight your scouts. If I knew you were gonna drop it over there, I would have then heavy pushed to this side. So I decided to leave my units there, because the catapult with the Raven is just a brutal, like, here's extra dice for your missiles machine. And I figured I could do some damage, and then the Commando, it's sacrificial, you can run in there. So I figured I could at least contest that side. So then I had to try to shift over to which of these other 2 can I grab. And the one in your forest was too out of range for me pretty much the whole game. And this one, I had a bunch of assault mechs slowly walking to it, and you had control of it after like the second turn. So at that point, it just became I had to focus on killing off your mechs instead of going for objectives, which isn't necessarily something I want to do. But I can't I couldn't move and take any of the objective points without killing you off.
If this was a full-blown campaign game, I would have played differently. This was a one-off, so I really don't care what happens with these mechs at the end of the day. So that's one of the things that I do like about campaign play versus just one-off battles. You'll see that a little bit, I think, in our other games. Let's see. Litany Against Fear, you did a nice job on the stream with what you guys had. In terms of mechs, yeah, I think John did an outstanding job. He kind of played with his elite stealth stuff, which speaks to how he plays Armada and every other game he plays. So.
Well, I think most of the games that we play, we both, if it was like a Star Trek game, we would both be playing Romulans. I love stealth, like sneak attack. I don't like Liao in the lore, but I actually really like that they all have stealth armor and ECM and do special stuff.
Fire support lance, Raven, Catapult, Archer, Stalker. I've got something very close to that in one of the games I've played in the past, not on film, but yeah, it all depends on kind of how you want to play the game. Battletech's awesome because you have a lot of ability to really build up your units in interesting ways and have some fun battles. We just wanted to have 16 mechs out on the table. In retrospect, I should have dumped some of my light mechs and grabbed some heavier mechs. I think that would have been better. Plus, the other thing to consider is if that Shadowhawk at the beginning did not die, that was the most offensive piece I had on the one side of the table. That would have changed the game completely.
I think I did 1 damage to you.
You
and then
did
armor
that
hit.
Shadowhawk, 2 hits, and the crit came in and just blew it away.
Yeah.
You rolled 2 12s in a row, which...
With a Raven.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, that I think was the defining moment, was the first shot that actually made contact.
Yes, I would agree with that.
So that really, I think, is what completely changed the pace. Because the Shadowhawk was critical for me keeping that side.
And you would have, if the Shadowhawk didn't die, you would have had enough of the territory points to push it back toward me.
Yeah.
So you would have scored a point right off the bat.
Right off the bat. That was, again, the goal. Is if I could just nab those points at the get-go, I can then move forward and then at least get 1 victory point, and then I can, again, redeploy, so every time you push back, you have to also then continue to hit me. That was my game plan, as I was actually playing against the objective this time, which is weird, because usually I do the exact opposite.
So if you also saw how I shifted my assaults to here, I expected to lose that point and then take that next round, because I would have had every
Your
single
battle
point.
line was laid out where you were doing almost the exact same thing I was doing.
And I'm like, your mechs are too fast, I'm not going to be able to do it, but if I can just hold the second one, then I can push, and then my mechs, being slower, can push over the top, back. Which was what I was expecting. I mean, who would have thought, like, a critical to the head of a Shadowhawk.
Basically, that's what you did, is you did a headshot right at the get-go.
For me, for sure, the Raven is the absolute MVP of this game.
The Commando's going to be it for me. No, Centurion, because he survived.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at the chat and see what we got here. So, Mayhem343, first gaming stream you've watched beginning to end, not counting our iRacing, which you drive.
Wow.
That's cool. And thank you very much. Hopefully you had some fun and got to enjoy watching what we did with Alpha Strike. Michael,
that's actually a dedication, because we're like, what, 4 hours into this?
We are...
3.5?
3.5. Let's see. Do either of us have any experience in creating your own campaigns? Yes. I have done custom campaigns for outside of role-playing games. I've done it for Starfleet Battles. I've done it for X-Wing. And I've got something in the mix for Armada that after we're done with 1 or 2 Rebellion in the Rims, we might do. I also have 1 up and a half for Battlestar Galactica Starfleet Battles. One of those is posted up on Board Game Geek. What about you, John?
I've been making games since I've been like 13, so nothing that's actually worthy of actually doing anything now, but I used to design games as a kid just for fun, and that's what we did. We always joked, because game pieces back then were just giant pieces, like, a cardboard big box like you would get a fridge in, and then I would just cut it up and then write a name on it. And then, like, my Star Trek games, we used nickels, because for some reason, as a kid, I had, like, 100 nickels, and then we would play on the tile floor, so that was a space. And the nickels were outposts, so it was really important to build those outposts so you could generate more money.
Any advice in building campaigns? Keep it simple. The more simple it is, the better off you are. You can do more with it, and then that keeps more people involved. I have built up really complicated ones that track every single freighter in the solar system. That's great for a subgroup of individuals that play. I'm one of them, which is why if John and I ever were to play one of those, he would lose because he would not know that I'm taking out all his support stuff till it was too late. John, any advice on your end?
So you have to find the balance point of, like what Ken's saying, the simple point versus the very complicated, because like even us discussing our Rebellion in the Rim and even our Battletech, I feel like it kind of hits the sweet spot. For me, Rebellion in the Rim is a little bit too light. I wish it was a little bit more complicated. I wish there was something more about movement and how you deploy fleets or building fleets, but it's not there. Battletech, I actually feel like kind of hits the sweet spot because you can build, like you can buy new mechs, your mechs get lost, and it's kind of short. But you could expand that, and I think it would still be good.
So one that just popped up here, and I got a kick out of this. He sees Baltar and Gata from Battlestar Galactica on the screen. Thank you, that's awesome. That just made my day.
That's funny.
Let's see. Getting behind the firing line, light mechs would have done wonders. I agree. I was trying to do that, but I didn't have quite the movement I needed to get around. I think a different board setup would have actually been better for me, depending on how it goes. This was a little too simple with hills. I like more different terrain, so it's something we can throw in there. City would be fascinating. What else do we have here? MVP, whoever's alive. I agree with you there. Skull saying he knew he liked us because if we were playing Star Trek, we'd both be Romulans.
Romulans for life.
And that kind of hits the end of our chat stuff. So unless you guys have anything else, we'll give you another 30 seconds to kind of throw up another question. This is going to be the end of our Gen Con Spectacular, so we've given you, 3 battle reports, plus the Fantasy Flight Armada recaps. So we've given you guys essentially 5 weeks worth of content in a roundabout way. Hopefully everyone that has seen it has enjoyed it, and we thank you very much for joining us and chatting. We've been having a good time actually getting to know some of the subscribers and fans and whatnot. We're just happy we can do something for you that you enjoy. We continue to do this until we don't want to do it anymore.
Yep. I agree with everything you just said.
Cool.
Yeah. I think moving forward, I would like to do a Battletech campaign.
Battletech or Alpha Strike?
Alpha Strike. Mm-hmm. Yes, that's what I meant. Especially, I'm very curious to get vehicles, and I don't know if we'll ever get to this ice. Also, note, I think this is the largest recorded game of Battletech anywhere on the internet right now.
You're probably right. I think maybe I saw one where it was one of those super 10 times speed things with 12 players and tons of mechs, but we're doing play-by-play, so that's a little different.
Yeah. But I would like to do vehicles. I just didn't have enough time with busy life to paint them up, but eventually I think we're going to do, I'm going to have an entire planetary defense force of vehicles, and then you can attack the planet with whatever you want. Or
cool.
PV.
I'll do clans.
I don't know. I think Alpha Strike clans go down just as fast as any mech.
Challenge accepted.
Because they don't benefit as much from heat mitigation.
True. But I think they're just as powerful in it. We'll have to check it out. So, I've got a lot of clan mechs.
I have a lot of vehicles.
This will be fun. Alright, guys. Good job, guys. Thank you very much, Litany Against Fear. Appreciate it. Virtual table gaming. I've tried it. For tabletop games, it seems to work well. I've played some of the Armada things on Vassal. It just not... I like having something in my hands. I like to print out booklets so I can physically hold it, go through it, read it. That's my kind of thing.
Yeah. We tried doing some digital stuff for our Armada stuff during the very strict lockdown, And it just didn't come across
Yeah.
as well as we wanted it to.
So yeah, it's amazing how many videos we have filmed that we just never bring out or release because it just doesn't quite meet our level of quality and standard. And how are we still functioning? Well,
I'm really tired.
he's tired. I'm ready for like 2 or 3 more games, but that's me. Because, like I said, I'm used to starting games at 8 o'clock in the morning and going till midnight. But I'm also a little older than John, so, you know.
I also work night shift, so these
He
last
does.
couple of days
This has
I've
got
got
to be weird
flip,
for you.
flip to the days. So,
So, I mean, just add players online to what you did. Hang on. Might try. Oh, you mean you're going to do some virtual tabletop gaming and bringing folks online. Yay, go for it. It's fun. Some people love it. I can't do it. It just doesn't. Something is lost in translation. Unless it's hexes and chits and counters and stuff like that. I am a sick puppy, yes, but I've been playing war games since the late 80s. So I've been doing it a long time. So there we go.
Okay.
I think that's going to be a wrap-up. So again, this has been the Ion Radio Gen Con Spectacular. We're going to take next week off just because John and I do truly need a break, and my wife would like to see me a little bit more. And I think John's girlfriend would like to see him a little bit more. So please, if you enjoyed what you saw, subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up. Check us out on Facebook.
I think we have an Instagram now, too.
We've got Instagram. We're on Twitter. All that'll be in the comments if it isn't already, and you'll get to see it on if you watch our end credits. Do that. Hopefully you guys like our theme song, too. We've been enjoying using that, and now it's stuck in my head. And do we push the figures with input from someone connected to you on? Oh, I got you. That's an interesting idea. I'll throw this. You know, we throw an online thing, and someone else, we let the audience play against us. We do online. It'd have to be a standardized level of movement. We'll put some thought into that. No
That is
guarantees.
something interesting to do, because we could probably do that.
Yeah, if we were doing hex space, that would definitely work.
Yeah.
We'll think about
We'll
that.
think about that.
Good suggestion. So that's all I got.
Okay.
So, John, if you're good.
Yeah. I'm John,
And I'm Ken.
and you've been watching Ion Radio.
Take care, guys. Stay safe. Thanks for watching.